they do it?
Bond is known for its prowess in the sporting domain.
With incredible facilities throughout campus, it means you can easily transition from this to this. Sport is alive and well at Bond University.
Guttering, almost brand new. Freaking Jai Lockett as well, another one. He's not playing today. He's a nephew of Tony.
Is he?
Yeah. He's academy listed and VFL listed.
Yeah.
So he's out this week.
Who's he played for?
Southport. He's linked with Southport as well.
But does he play for Broadbeach?
He's a Broadbeach.
Yeah.
Believe me, mate, one of the best centre forwards you'll see. Or, key forward.
Yeah.
Mate, they would say this, mate. Kane Dawson was playing fullback a few weeks last time I saw these guys on.
Yeah.
And Jai Lockett was playing centre half. Because we've got none. Size-wise. You can't really compete. And they're playing size. They've played Labrador. They're playing Labrador and Redmond twice in 10 weeks. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
I haven't even played the Ryan once yet.
When do you want to go live?
How are we going?
It's supposed to be
2 o'clock. We're probably just ready. No, but they're all probably just about ready to go.
Yeah, okay, cool. Alright.
Just give me the count in. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 9 QAFL action. Coming to you live from Southside Toyota Oval this afternoon. We're here for the clash between the Mount Gravatt Vultures and the Broadbeach Cats. My name's Kane Brown. I'm joined in the box this afternoon by Mr. David Hampton. Welcome to the commentary, David.
Good afternoon and welcome back. Good to see you this afternoon, Kane. And, well, neither of these sides have been travelling all that well, have they, this year? Been a tough start of the year for both these teams, but should be an even contest.
No, you'd like to definitely, Dave. You'd like to think it's more of an even contest. Broadbeach obviously been decimated by injury.
Yeah.
New coach coming in after Craig O'Brien decided he'd had enough last year. New systems, new players coming in. A lot of their top-end talent has either succumbed to injury or have been recalled for VFL duties.
Yep.
The early stages of the year, so that definitely makes it tough. On the other hand, Mount Gravatt, I mean, they've had so many issues either off the ground. It hasn't been great. They almost had a mass walkout last year by the sounds of it, from what I've gathered, and their effort is definitely there. I mean, You look at the scores this year, they have been thumped by sides more times than not, but they do have those patches during quarters or for quarter lengths of time where they play consistently pretty good footy and they're competitive. So between the two sides, they've only won one game for the year, so it should be a real interesting match-up this afternoon.
Sure, and you made an interesting point. Of course, the new coach at Broadbeach this year, Danny Nolan, of course, the son of the famous Galloping Gasometer, North Melbourne, former Premiership ruckman.
Geez, that brings back some memories.
Galloping Gasometer, big Mick Nolan. So, so his young fella's got the reins there this year, so certainly wish them all the best. They're looking for their second win of the season, as we said, and they're very young, both these sides. We had a bit of a look at the reserves, and it was almost like a Colts game in the reserves, and they said, well, it won't be much different here. So it's a lot of homegrown talent, though, from Broadbeach. They've been up there for year after year as well. So just a little rough period for them at the moment, but promises to be. I think it'll promise to be a very close encounter this afternoon. Mount Gravatt, I reckon they'll be trying to sniff their first victory of the season as well.
No, definitely. We've got a little bit of drizzle falling just pre-game here. Hopefully that doesn't last very long and goes away. But I tell you what, massive out for Mount Gravatt. Jackson Griffiths, arguably probably been in their top 2 players this season so far. I've liked the look of, there's a number of players in that lineup I really like the look of. Fletcher Clare has been really good as a midfielder, very young, knows how to get the footy. And you've got a Grogan medalist on the other side of the coin in Blake Erickson, who's captaining the side for Broadbeach this afternoon. He's always competitive in that midfield battle, and I reckon that's where it's going to be won and lost. That midfield battle, they really struggled against Labrador the last time I saw Mount Gravatt play live, and the likes of Tommy Simpson ended up with 50 touches for the day. So they've just got to be as long as they're competitive in that part of the ground, then the rest of their play can hopefully be competitive as well. We're just about of the ground. Erickson looked like he got the ball out there. No, he's got it now. Gets the right foot to it. Rolling towards the boundary line. That's probably going to beat him. Yes, it is. Out of play. 25 seconds in. No score recorded.
Finlay Gray was the fella there leading for the ball. A couple of debutants this afternoon as well from both sides. We'll get to those shortly as we have a boundary throw in.
Cody Harrington was very good last week as well for Broadbeach.
As the hit out, Dawson again at the back, and then he gets it down. Like hit the ground running there with Ericsson, last man to get up. Big job this afternoon. Dawson once again got the hit out though, but it was sharked by Angus, and he's locked up in a tackle. We'll start it all again a minute into this opening term, as I reckon we'll have stoppage number 3 here. Get the game underway.
This play continues. Dawson was up. Ericsson fumbled there. That looked like it was clear at the bottom of the pack there. Couldn't get his hands on the footy. Broadbeach going to attack once more and hit up the target inside 50. That's a good grab. Kicks back and board, looking for Ericsson with the one hand. Couldn't bring it in. Instantly gets claimed. Umpire comes in and says, give it to me, boys. About 30 out from Broadbeach's goal.
Looking for the opening score here this afternoon. Dawson leans over the top, got the hit out. They've got numbers around. Couldn't take it cleanly though. Gravatt just trying to get the ball through there. The Vultures, they've got to put the tackle on. That was Clare. He locks it up, and again we'll have another ball up. Only around about 30 metres, 35 metres out from goal.
Reeves was at the bottom of the pack for Broadbeach there, giving the ball back to the umpire. Mount Gravatt clear. Not far enough. Here's a chance for the Cats. Great tackle laid. Is that on the board? No, says the umpire. Broadbeach have got the numbers here. Looking to kick back inside 50. That's not the worst kick in the world. Got to bring the ball to ground. Mark, no, not paid. Play on, says the umpire. Plenty of numbers around this footy. Broadbeach look like they're going to get out of trouble. Not the best of kicks. Smothered off the boot. Cats still in attack. Ericsson's going to attack this pack hard. Gets the footy now. Handball's back off the top. Dawson was there. Kick back inside 50. They got the spare number. Gets taken out mid-air. Play on, says the umpire. Snap on goal from Reeves. There's the first of the afternoon to the Cats.
Good left foot snap there. Well called. Cane by Thomas Reeves, the boy from Tassie, which we were discussing him a little bit off air a bit earlier, from Hobart.
Oh, yeah, Tommy Reeves. Yeah, there's plenty of Tassie blokes in this QAFL competition this year. Elijah Reardon at Service Paradise was playing in the state side for Tassie against Queensland last year down at North Hobart.
And down at North Hobart. And, of course, they're up here a couple of weeks' time, isn't it?
Yeah, Bond University, June 22nd, up against Tassie, the men and women.
Yes,
so
back to back.
Tickets are available. So get online, get your ticket, get to Bond University on June 22nd. It'll be a massive day of state footy.
Angus got the ball out for Mount Gravatt, but it was quickly turned over. Gets towards centre wing, taken by Gray. Gray now delivers inside 50. Here's another opportunity. They're going to get 2 in a minute. I reckon they will. No, the umpires.
He's off. Off to the left.
Oh, he's hit the post. There you go.
There you go.
Tapped the post. So just caught the padding there.
Jeez, I thought it hadn't curved back enough, David, but just clipped the post on the way through. They were definitely celebrating the goal, but...
Well, it definitely went through, but it must have just caught the padding on the way through. 1-1-7 for Broadbeach. Mount Gravatt yet to score. As the ball goes over the line, we'll have a boundary throw on the outer side wing.
Jeez. And again, they've been competitive in the early stages of the first quarter, Mount Gravatt. Got to get their hands on the footy, the likes of Clare in that midfield group. Got to try and get some ascendancy early in this matchup. They don't want to be chasing tail all afternoon. The likes of Ericsson in there for Broadbeach. If he starts getting his hands on the footy with some space, look out. Speaking of looking out, here comes Broadbeach again. Inside 50, players go up, ball gets over the back. Broadbeach are first to it though. Mount Gravatt's got to be clean here. Rolls the ball towards the boundary line. Throw in, says the umpire.
Right forward pocket. They lead at 1-1-7 Broadbeach. Mount Gravatt yet to score. Yes. And with another opportunity here for them. It's a big boundary throw in. Up they go. Dawson again, hit out, here's a goal. So Broadbeach get their second. Just trying to pick up that player who got that goal.
It's always good when they don't turn around when you want them to.
So they get their second in as many minutes, 2-1-13.
Well,
Broadbeach, Mount Gravatt yet to score.
We'll keep an eye on that. And he's just talking to the runner at the moment.
Yeah.
Geez, turn around to the other way, mate, so we can check out your numbers. A little bit difficult. Good spot to commentate footy, ladies and gents, but not the best on that end of the ground. There he is.
Go.
Number 20.
Harrison McKenzie.
Harrison McKenzie gets his first of the afternoon.
Boy from Victoria.
Very clean and congestion there, Broadbeach. That was a pretty easy goal in the end. Dawson probably won the tap out. Looks like Chadwick's in there for Broadbeach.
I think it is his first season.
Broadbeach. Chadwick's come back into the side. He's been out for a little while. Playing that tackle. Hurst is a pretty good player for Mount Gravatt as well. I liked his game against Labrador a few weeks back. They did get thumped, but he played pretty well. Here's a chance for Mount Gravatt. Broadbeach coming out of trouble. Doesn't hit up the target ball. Some around. Chadwick got the tap out, pardon me. And here comes Broadbeach from half back.
That was Hagger, got the ball, and no mark was paid there. That was Hamlin. He eventually gets it to Hager, who gets out of trouble, moves it towards outer wing. They can bring this ball back into the corridor. They choose to do that now. Chadwick, as you mentioned, takes the mark right in the middle of the ground. He's got the big fella running past him, Dawson. Feeds it off by hand. Now they can go forward. They get out towards half forward. Handball should come, and it does there for Hull. Jai Murray was there. Kick goes inside. Mark taken just inside, attacking 50 for Broadbeach. And that was taken by Bishop.
Bishop's had a pretty good start to 2024 as well for the Cats. As that kick inside 50 to full forward. Ball comes to ground. Broadbeach are first on it. Snap on goal. Going to get to the goal square, 1-on-1. Reeves was there for the Cats. Ball gets punched through. Minus score. They moved to 2-2-14. Mount Gravatt yet to score. We just played just over 8 minutes in the opening quarter.
Ball come back in. A great deal of movement for Mount Gravatt at the moment, and it's going to be turned straight over. Dawson takes the mark. Ruckman from Broadbeach wants to move it quickly into towards the forward pocket. Kick was okay. Hitchcock was there. Got bundled over the line. Now they got a problem. They get it to over the line. And then I'm not sure if it's a ball up or if it's gone out of bounds.
No, it's a ball up.
It's a ball up. There you go.
Just in front of the boundary line there. Dawson back in there from Broadbeach. Gets the tap out. Almost rode it himself. That ball got intercepted by Mount Gravatt though. Kick up the line. Gets cut off in the end. That's Howard there. Howard back in board. That's okay. It's up in the hands of Gray. Gray decides to go long. Looking for Dawson. Looking for Reeves.
I think he's hit the post.
I think they clipped, yes.
Yep.
Clipped the that would have been a goal, I'd say, if they hadn't clipped the post. Another poster. Second for the day for Broadbeach. 2-3-15. Mount Gravatt yet to score.
Ball back into play now from Mount Gravatt. Got a player on, that's okay. That's Kirkman. Luke Kirkman across centre half back. Goes with the left boot. Goes back. Create the switch. Bring it in towards the corridor. That was okay. Cullen was there. He takes the mark. Cullen's got a player in short. Finds Finlay. Finlay. Kick was, I thought it was a good one, but just got cut off at the last second for Broadbeach, so they can go forward. Chain of handballs. Hagger's there. Beats it over the top. He'll probably get it back here, Haggard. No, he looks to go further back. That was all right. Now the kick goes in towards centre and half forward. Reading it well off hands there was Ericsson. Just fed it further on. Reeves, will it sit for him? It does now. Goes on his right boot. Squares it up. But he's put it straight into the hands there of Thomas Hurst across half back.
This play continues. They're coming out of trouble once more, Mount Gravatt. It'd be good to see him just maintain possession of the footy for a short period of time. Just calm it down.
They are trying to slow it right down at the moment.
Broadbeach well set up behind the footy. They intercepted that one there. Good tap on play. They got intercepted by the Vultures. Here's a chance now. They got a bit of... Oh, look at the tackle by Ericsson. And the fumble, unfortunately. Instantly gets claimed, though. Broadbeach under the pump. That player was free. Here comes Ericsson in the middle of the ground again. Hits up the target inside 50. Handball back in board. Got to be tough here. Got to be clean. Good effort there, Mount Gravatt. Was able to lock that up.
I think it was Jez Butler there who was off for Broadbeach. But could have almost ran into an open goal had he have taken it cleanly. Wasn't able to. Mount Gravatt defending for dear life here at the moment. Kick goes straight up. It'll be no 15. Off hands. Got it, but was dumped straight away. Here's a snapshot in towards goal. Coming up. Oh, it's going to be a goal anyways. Easy as you like.
That's Reeves down there in the goal square again.
Gets his second. And it was very, very easily done. They get their third on the board. They move to 3-3-21. Mount Gravatt yet to score. We're just under 12 minutes here in the opening term.
I tell you what I'm impressed with in the early part of this quarter, I mean, Ericsson's ability to attack the pack.
Yep.
Two players underneath the footy. His front and centre work has been brilliant in this opening quarter. He's attacking the pack hard, being clean possession, and just gives off that first option every time. And that's what you expect from that Grogan medalist from a few years back. Generally can play off the wing as well, but he's right in the middle of the ground at the moment. Tane Dawson back in the ruck. Here we go again. Probably a 50-50 on that ruck contest on that occasion. Someone's got to attack the footy. There's three Mount Vultures around this ball. Oh, he's going to get claimed. No, got the handball away, said the umpire. Broadbeach attacking. Vultures defending. Got to bring this ball to ground. And does. Good effort there. Claire's there for the Vultures. Instantly gets tackled. Umpire comes in, decide to throw it up.
Yet to have a meaningful inside 50. Mount Gravatt, they're doing all the defending at the moment. And they'll have to go again because Broadbeach are going forward. That was well done. It was smothered. It was beautifully executed. That was okay. Got it across to Green. Green's kick was a good one. Between centre and half forward. Asked for it back. They said no, that's Corrigan. Charlie Corrigan can now drive him inside 50. Off hands. They've got plenty of numbers around this football Broadbeach. But Mount Gravatt do well. Feed out the handball. Fletcher, Claire fed it off. That was okay. To Blood. Blood can't take it cleanly. Now he's got to put it on the tackle. Robert Blood, and the umpire will ball it up.
He's the leading goal kicker for the Vultures this year. He's got 8. This play continues. Here's a chance on goal for the Vultures. That ball's not going to get a score, but that's probably take that as a win. That's out of bounds. So here's a chance for the Vultures. They've got to try and lock this ball at this end of the ground for a period of time. As Claire looks like he's coming off for a well-earned rest. Got to try and lock the ball in here. Try and get a shot on goal. They've kicked the first 3, Broadbeach. Vultures need to answer back here. Too easy on that occasion for the Cats. Kicks up the line. Good mark taken in the end. That's Gray. He's been good early. Gray hits up the target. That's okay. Juggling the tent. That's Hull. They've got the overlap going way too easy. Finds Reeves about 40 out on a slide angle. That was end-to-end footy, Dave. That was way too easy for the Cats on that occasion.
It certainly was. He's already got a couple here, Reeves. I suspect he'll be licking his chops to get number 3 inside first 15 minutes of the opening term as he comes in on his right boot, steers it straight through the middle. No problems with that one. And Reeves gets his 3rd of the afternoon. They now move to 4-3-27 Broadbeach. Mount Gravatt yet to score. We're just on 15 minutes in the opening term.
Jeez, it just wasn't. Unfortunately for Mount Gravatt, it just wasn't competitive at this end of the ground, was it? It was the ruck contest down to a rover. Got the hack
Came
kick
out a little bit
easy mark, and all of a sudden it almost turned into Pagan's paddock, didn't it? Because the overlap over the top hit Reeves about 40 out, and a good finish in the end for Reeves on that occasion. Who's, like you said, David, kicked 3 of the first 4 goals for Broadbeach.
Yeah, I think he'd be liking his chances of filling his boots this afternoon. As we go back in the middle again, Dawson got the hit out again. We'll see that plenty of times this afternoon. Ericsson's there. He kicks up towards half forward. He kicks a beauty. Spots up a teammate there. Might be Wood, was it?
That might be Gray.
Gray kicks in towards full forward. No mark taken. Spills off hands. Got numbers here. The Vultures, but happy just to lock it up. About 35 out from Broadbeach's goals.
Geez, Philippone laid a good tackle. He's been a little bit quiet in this first quarter. Hasn't had a lot of the footy, but his defensive pressure's been up, so that's a good sign. Philippone, speaking of which, ends up with a footy. Got that little handball out. Got to be clean here, Mount Gravatt. Oh, went for the man instead of the ball on that occasion, the Cats player. Got to be careful. Got away with that one. And Philippone at the bottom of the pack. It looks like Chadwick was down the bottom of the pack as well. Umpire throws the ball up. About 45 out from the Cats' goal. Mount Gravatt trying to clear. Got the little handball really to no one. They've got the spare on the wing here. Here's a chance for the Cats. That's Howard kicking that ball in. Unfortunately for the Cats, got cut off. They've got to try and move the ball a little bit quicker. Here's a chance for the Vultures. Handball back in board. Missed the target, unfortunately. Was good enough to maintain possession. Hit up the target. That's okay. No one at home. Inside attacking 50. Blood's got to hold it up. There's a Vultures player running towards full forward. Can he get to him? That's a long kick. Unfortunately.
He might have been better to kick it quicker. Blood before anybody got back. It would have bounced through.
Minor score. First score of the afternoon of the Vultures is a behind to Blood. Claire came off the bench, was able to intercept. That blind turn, got a ball on boot, got smothered. Ball gets pushed over the line. About 60 out from the Vultures' goal.
Mackenzie. Victoria. His first season. The Cats will be thrown back in. To play, doing well over the top.
Look at Ericsson.
Look at that for a centre clearance work. There they feed it out. That was good work taken by Gray. Kicks in towards full forward, and they've got it again. And I reckon
that's Adam Hull down there.
Hull. So he can take the shot. He's about 40. If that's a legit 50, I don't think it would be. Could be, but anyway, it'll kick from around about 45 out. Directly in front.
Here's a chance.
They lead it by 26 points. Kicks on its way. It's been a great start for them. And it just gets even better as they get their 5th. And that one.
Jared!
Again, just Ericsson's attack on the contest there, wasn't it? Once that ball hit the ground, Ericsson was first on it. Bishop was involved as well. They had the 1-2 going on. And to hit up the young man in Hull, running out from full forward, that was just brilliant from the Cats.
So they got their 5th on the board. Broadbeach 5-3-33. Mount Gravatt just the 1 minus score.
A few danger signs already for Mount Gravatt in this opening quarter.
Yep.
They just can't get their hands on the footy for any real length of time at the moment. They're just chasing tail and trying to lay defensive pressure. Unfortunately, once you get your hands back on the footy, you haven't really got the energy to do a lot with it. Here's a chance for Mount Gravatt. Dawson probably being for the first time in the ruck contest on that occasion. Philippone ends up with it. That's a throw, says the umpire. So here's a chance for Mount Gravatt to go back into attack. This is Finlay. Finlay hands it off. That kick inside 50 is not too bad. Good lead, good juggle, good grab. Young man, Xavier Smith. Smith now. Going to go around on that left foot. Good chip into Blood. That's better from the Vultures. Very good inside 50.
Yeah, best
that
build up
was.
of their play so far this afternoon, the opening term. And Blood, who got the opening behind, will kick from 40 out, slight angle, kick was nice. Oh, he's just put it into the woodwork on the left. 3-4, a minor score. They're desperate for a goal, just to settle them down a little bit. This ball comes quickly back into play. Great mark. That's a super contested mark by the skipper in Austin, Brent. Brent now delivers.
Look at
I think
that
that's a perfect. Oh, I was going to say it was perfect, but I don't think he thought it was for him. Little turnover, handball. Player taken without it was Chadwick. It must get the free kick.
Oh. Missed opportunity there for the Vultures. Chadwick.
Oh, great kick.
Look at that for a kick. Finds the last goal kicker in Hull. Hull kicks the ball inside 50. Reeves is there. Is that going to get over the back? Yes, it does. Number 47, that was O'Neill kicking that ball in, looking for Reeves. Went over Reeves' head and just rolled through for an easy goal.
He just let it bounce through.
Well, again, end-to-end stuff from the Cats, wasn't it? Unfortunately for the Vultures.
Yeah, they get their sixth on the board, 6-3-39. Mount Gravatt 2 behinds. Great start here for Broadbeach.
Geez, they've got that overlap game going very well in this
have.
opening quarter, haven't they, the Cats? They're holding their position down forward, which unfortunately those Mount Gravatt defenders again sucked up too far to the contest. Little overlap, whether it's a handball or a kick. Unfortunately, it's way too easy at the moment for the Cats. Mount Gravatt's going to come up with a solution pretty quickly. This players compete in the middle of the ground once again. That was Dawson, won the tap out. That handball out's okay. Really, handball to no one on that occasion. Vulture's got to be good. Handball to almost to himself. Instantly, it's claimed. There'll be another stoppage on that far side of the ground, just to the right-hand side of the scoreboard.
37 points to margin, 22 and a half gone. Here they'll go forward again, Broadbeach through Philippone. Philippone now can kick inside. Attacking 50. How's the umpire going to see it? It's all A-OK. I think it is. No.
Hang on. No, they're just having a discussion here.
There's a player from either side wanting the free kick. And now the field umpire and the boundary umpire come together and they'll say touched, and we'll have a boundary throw in. Left forward pocket.
Mount Gravatt's the boys had the they were taking big gulps of relief on that occasion. Here comes boundary umpire. That's a great throw in. Dawson taps to the front. Found a teammate. Oh, look at that.
I think it's Philippone.
Snap on goal. Is that Philippone? I think it is. You're right. He's going to come off the ground for a well-earned rest as well. Jeez. And Chadwick put a great shepherd on
too, didn't he? Yep.
He didn't even worry about the footy. He laid the shepherd. Good team effort. And you're right, it was Philippone.
He gets his first. Broadbeach get their seventh. And there's danger signs everywhere. Jeez, that wasn't us through the mic.
Jeez, it sounded like a duck getting strangled in the effects mic. I don't know what was going on there. We'll keep an eye on that during the day.
43 points the margin, 24 and a half gone here in the opening term. They've just got to get some football, Mount Gravatt. The Vultures. Otherwise, it could be a very, very long day for them. They'll try and get it forward through Hurst. Now, how's the umpire going to see this one?
That's a throw.
Here's the coming back to the previous one by the look of it. Yep. That'll be Hamlin. Another one. Their WA boys feeds it off. That was okay to Hudson, the debutant. Maxie Hudson delivers well. It's it.
That's Gray down there.
Gray. Gray goes to the top of the square. No mark taken, or almost tried to claim it, but didn't have it first. Was Finlay. He feeds it out and work it to the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
Jeez. Kane Dawson came up a little bit lame from that marking contest.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
He's looking a little bit ginger at the moment. He sort of had a little bit of a
calf, fairly heavily strapped.
Bit of hyperextension as he came down by the looks of it. He seems to be okay now to compete in this ruck contest at least. Got his hands on the footy. Bishop and Ericsson have been dominant in this first quarter. Chadwick's there again as well. Speaking of Dawson, he's got it now. Handball's back in board, puts a teammate under pressure. Blackboard high. So that's a free kick, speaking of Ericsson. He ends up with it. Ericsson decides to play on. Not quite sure where to go.
Oh, look out.
Instantly gets claimed. Could have sent him into the next week. Broadbeach got the spare behind the footy. They're going to win back possession. Good tackle laid. They're right under the pump, Broadbeach. Got the tap. Handball back in board. Doesn't find a teammate though. They're just a little bit off in the first quarter, the Vultures. Good smother there. Who's going to end up with a footy? Ericsson ducks his head. Play on, says the umpire once more. And they've got the overlap on this wing, and they're going to go back into attack.
Through Jai Murray, takes a bounce. Murray feeds it over to Philippone. Philippone can deliver into towards the forward pocket. That was a good one. Finds Reeves, who wants to go to the top of the square. Regardless, end up with a goal. And they'll get their 8th of the afternoon. Just trying to pick up that.
That's Butler down there, number 45.
Yep. Jez Butler, I should say.
Geez, Cody Finlay, who looks like he's in the ruck for Mount Gravatt. Unfortunately, he was in the perfect spot to intercept that ball.
Yeah.
Just came off the tip of the fingers. Just a little skill area, not deliberate at all. And unfortunately, it was a Broadbeach cat that rode the pack on that occasion, and good snap on goal.
49 points, 27 gone here in favour of Broadbeach. 8-3-51. Mount Gravatt, 2 behinds. Back in the middle we go. This time we've got a little change in rucks. This time Angus, he got it out for Mount Gravatt. They can get it up towards half forward. All spills off hands. Why they couldn't take it was Watkins. Got numbers back here, Broadbeach. They feed it by hand to Murray again. Jai Murray, he's kicked.
Oh, dangerous
goes right
kick.
back. Blood's there. Couldn't intercept. And the debutant, Maxie Hudson, takes it for Broadbeach, and he can swing out to the outer side where the mark there was taken by Wood.
Decide to play on quickly, ends up with Ericsson, the Grogan medalist. Chips the ball, not the best kick. Here's a chance on the rebound.
That's Hayden Anthony, who's a late change emergency.
Geez, Finlay was all on his own at centre forward, decided not to use him, goes to the pocket, not the best of kicks.
No.
And a free kick there. That ball's going to be called back. It looked like that might have been Wood down there.
Yeah.
Who got that free kick. Wood decides to play on, chips in short. Trying to go for a little mini switch here, the Cats. Coming to this broadcast side, one-on-one contest, got pushed off the ball way too easy. That wasn't great. That was O'Brien. O'Brien back in the middle of the ground, gets cut off by Watkins. Watkins, got to give it back to Clare, decide not to use him. Not the best kicks going inside 50, got a cut off by Murray. Murray went out wide to Ericsson. Ericsson down the line. They've got this run and carry game going. Ends up with Philippone. Philippone could take a bounce, decides not to. Kicks over the head of Brent, trying to defend, ends up with it. Pushed towards the boundary line, out of play.
And you're right, that played early there for the Vultures. Should have given the handball off. And Clare was Fletcher Clare.
Fletcher Clare was screaming for the ball back inside.
And they just blazed away and was easily picked off.
Well, can't afford to give them another goal at the back end. We're probably in time on in the first quarter here.
Yeah, almost
got to try and hold them up here. The Vultures. The Vultures are starting to win a little bit of footy across half-back as well towards the back end of this quarter. Broadbeach, though, back into attack. Too good, too easy. Hits up a teammate. And it looks like that's Bailey Wood there, number 30 for the Cats. Right on the quarter-time siren. Will be lined up for his first.
Bailey Wood He is on debut as well. So the brother of Jakey Wood, who got it up the other end just before.
He's not going to get those two confused all afternoon. Bailey Wood.
From Western Australia as well.
Comes
on debut, left foot. I think he's pulled it across. He's stuck at home and the boys all get around him. And he gets his first goal for his new club. Bailey Wood, and what a quarter it was by Broadbeach. 9 goals, 3 in that opening term. 9-3. They lead Mount Gravatt 2 behinds. Reeves has 3. All the rest are singles to Philippone, McKenzie, Wood, Hull, Butler and O'Neill. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with more action here from QAFL Seniors Mount Gravatt up against Broadbeach.
And welcome back, ladies and gents, to round 9 QAFL action coming to you live from Southside Toyota over. Thanks to the production partners and Double Take Sports and the AFL Queensland YouTube channel. My name's Kane Brown, still joining the box by David Hampton and Dave.
Real red-hot crack. I think he would have thought their effort probably wasn't where it needed to be in that opening term, but yeah, certainly plenty of frustration for him, as you could imagine. They've just had 9 goals put on the board by the opposition in the opening term at their home ground. Of course, they beat them here last year as well, Mount Gravatt, interestingly enough, beat Broadbeach here last year, but they get a chance here now for Mount Gravatt. They can go forward up towards Blood. He picks it up now, tries to shake the tackle off, taken down and holding the ball. And that could have been the perfect start for the second term here for Mount Gravatt.
But that was still good, wasn't it? Good start by Mount Gravatt. Blood was there. Least competed. Broadbeach coming out from deep in their defensive 50. Probably going to sweat.
Oh,
yes, they do. That's a shocking.
Yeah, I thought Blood was going to intercept that one.
Jeez, Blood got very close.
Yeah, he might have clipped him on the end of the snoz on the way.
It wasn't deliberate at all for Blood.
No,
nothing untoward, but geez, definitely, the Broadbeach defender on the last line definitely had to work hard for that possession. Yeah. Here's a chance now for Broadbeach to come out of trouble. Looking for Dawson. Dawson gets to the front, doesn't take the mark. First on it is a Cat. Finds Harrington. That's a good kick. Back in board. Finds a teammate in Hudson. Hudson, look at the run and carry. Looks like Philippone's going to end up with it. Handballs to a teammate. Ericsson chips out wide. The running carry is the lead at the moment from the Cats. That shot on goal, unfortunately for the Vultures, is all clear. They've kicked the first of the second quarter, and it looks like that kick has gone to the young man wearing number 54. The problem is he's not listed. Is it 54, 50?
I thought it was
58? Looks like Ben O'Brien, actually. He's running back to half back. It's number 58 by the looks of it. And that is Ben O'Brien for the Cats. I'm pretty sure he had the shot on goal. Philippone was the one who gave the handball off. And a good finish by the young man in the end. We'll have to double check that later on. But it looks like Ben O'Brien's kicked the first. And unfortunately for Mount Gravatt, Broadbeach have got their 10th.
10-3-63, Mount Gravatt, just 2 minor scores at this stage. Trying to get a centre clearance, intercepted though, again handball. It'll end up with Dawson. He eventually feeds it out by hand to Philippone. Philippone kicks in towards half forward. No mark taken. Good knockaway in the end was by the skipper in Brent. But the cavalry still arrives for the Cats. They use it by hand. Now they go back into the corridor. Turnover, that was okay. Peterson. He got it over there to Clare. Clare's kick was a good one. Goes in the middle, finds Blood. Blood's got a player on up forward, and that was a mark. Strolls in and kicks a goal. And that's their player of the day. That was Xavier Smith. And he gets his first goal. And that, what a great build-up that was.
Geez, Clare in the middle of the ground from half-back. Eventually, finally, they gave the handball off to him when they should have. Had a bit of space, found Blood. And that kick inside.
And nice. Blood's kick was an absolute ripper.
That was a brilliant kick inside.
Xavier Smith.
Found Smith, who for some reason decided to play on. He had 2 broad.
Well, he really didn't have to break stride. He was sort of running in towards goal as he took the mark anyway, wasn't it? But good to see Blood further up the ground too, in the middle of the ground, because he's been starved of opportunity in the goal square. So
finally had a runner running inside 50. He's done that a couple of times, Blood, but turned around. There's no one in front of the footy. So good finish, first goal of the afternoon for the Vultures. Can they get another one? Claire's roaming around this pack. Ends up in the hands of a Cat though, unfortunately, on this broadcast side. Not the best of bounce for Harrington. Ericsson, who's had a ton of the footy since the start of the game. Kicks towards half forward, gets the front spot. Brent hunts him down, pushes him over the line. No love lost between those two. And Brent working extremely hard as captain of this Vultures side, putting a fine example for his teammates to follow.
Throw in. Just under 3 minutes here. Just under 9 goals, the margin as well. Forward there for Broadbeach. Taken down in a tackle was Bishop. He couldn't break free of the tackle, so I have another ball up.
Callboy is lined up on Bishop too. Bishop's just got that kick behind the plate. Here's a chance for the Cats. They decide to go backwards. That's okay. They've got the spare behind the footy. Clear tried to smother that one. Ball still comes to the ground. Broadbeach. Erickson. Swing and a miss from the Grogan medal winner. And here's a chance for Mount Gravatt to come out of trouble. Unfortunately, Blood got pushed off the ball way too easy on that occasion. That kick finds Philippone. Philippone to Bishop. Bishop looking for a teammate. That kick finds Reeves.
Yeah, good football. They brought Broadbeach. Very good football all round. Reeves has 3 in the opening turn, can add to that early in this second term.
Reeves line up for goal number 4, would you believe, ladies and gents. He's kicked 3 of the first 10.
In fact, he had 3 of the first 4.
3 of the first 4 in the opening quarter. Comes in now. Right foot kick. That's drifting to the left.
Nope.
But it's good enough. All clear, says the goal umpire. That's goal number 4 to Reeves. And unfortunately for the Vultures, Broadbeach respond quickly.
They do. They move to 11-3-69. Mount Gravatt 1-2-8. Just under 5 minutes here in the second term.
Looks like Taj Angus is saw that number 1 ruck go-to for the Vultures at the moment. Jeez, I'd love to see him just get a bit of grunt, get a bit of attack on the ruck contest. Put the likes of Dawson, etc. under real pressure, especially when Dawson's off the ground.
Pretty
he looks
sure
like he's got the height advantage.
Just out of the Colts, if I'm not mistaken. Philippone feeds off the handball. Play got a problem. The umpire said play on's a call. He let that go for quite a while. Turnover now for Broadbeach. They can bring it out of defence. Handball was through Harrington. Now they can move it into the middle. Or did he prematurely blow the whistle?
Yes, he
Finlay
did.
Gray. Gray kicks up towards half forward. That was okay. Taken by Butler. Goal scorer in that opening term. Butler goes in towards full forward. Reeves off hand snap around the body. Goal number 5.
Jeez, Reeves. He gets to a lot. He gets his hands on the ball a lot, just through his mindset. He knows exactly where the ball's going to drop. He gets to the right spot more times than not, and just gives himself plenty of opportunities for shots on goal. And considering they're lacking a little bit of height down there, Broadbeach, considering the amount of injuries they've had this year, Jai Lockett isn't down there for them this afternoon. The likes of Reeves really going to be responsible for a lot of their goals this afternoon. He's already kicked 5, and it's not even half time yet.
No, long way from half time. Only early stages, the second term. Back they go on the ruck. Handball was fed out. The call play on Clare's got it now. Goes to the left boot, but he comes off sideways and actually goes backwards, but it's going to work out okay. Kirkman, he's taken it and he delivers well. That's a good kick, finds Hurst. Thomas Hurst can kick him inside 50 again. Blood's there, just spent it before he got it, and it should come out of defence. Kick was partly smothered. Here's a chance. Handball's fed out. Blood puts on the tackle. The umpire said we're going nowhere. Let's pull it up.
About 55 out from the Vultures' goal. The work rate has picked up in the second quarter, though, so, you know, Coach Mitchell will be happy with the effort so far in the second quarter. We've got a goal on the board. Here's a chance. Just inside attacking 50 for the Vultures. Chadwick was at the bottom of the pack. The ball gets held up again. We've had
But
plenty of
unlucky there,
stoppages.
Gravatt, not to get a free kick. I thought play was held before he even took possession.
Yes, play on, said the umpire. Good attack on the footy there from the Vultures. Philippine lays the tackle for the Cats.
Been
Another
good in that
stoppage.
opening term, Philippine.
Yeah, a little bit quiet in the first half of the first quarter, but the back end of that first quarter was really good from Philippine. He's continued the trend in the second quarter. Vultures.
Oh, he's got a problem.
He got one arm pin. That's going to be on the ball. Yes, it is.
I think Philippine thought it was his, but it'll go to Murray.
Murray, okay. Murray kicks it out wide. That's okay to the far side of the ground there. Finds a teammate. Where's he go from here? They're looking to come in board. That's a dangerous kick looking for Ericsson. There's plenty of numbers for the Vultures around this footy. Unfortunately, they run into each other. The Cats win back possession, and they're going to come right through the corridor now. Not a lot of teammates in front of the footy here. He's just going to kick and hope. Who's going to win possession here? Shocking bounce. Reeves, tap over the top. Reeves, a good intercept by the Vultures. Reeves going to touch the footy 3 times in 10 seconds. Finds Harrington. Harrington looking for Bishop. Can he get there?
Reeves might end up with this, I was going to say.
Trying to get the handball out. Reeves again. The snap on goal. Right on the goal line. Mark taken. Hull. Geez, that ball was bouncing around. Reeves touched it about 8 times in 25 seconds. So Hull. Not the easiest of kicks. Left foot snap. That one's good. Second goal of the afternoon to Hull. And Broadbeach have kicked their 13th, ladies and gents. 13-3, 81 to 1-2-8. 9 and a bit minutes played in the second quarter.
Well, it's going to be a big percentage boost, you would think, at this stage for Broadbeach. Had some heavy losses themselves this year. Certainly heading in the right direction to do a bit of repair on their percentage. So back in the middle, 13-3-81, plays 1-2-8. Just under 10 gone here in the second term. You're going to get us some around the ground scores too, Kane?
Yeah, just give me a moment.
Absolutely.
Just looking those ones up.
Some very interesting results going on this afternoon. Stay with us here on AFLQ. Ball back in the middle. They'll go forward. Harrington feeds off the handball. That was okay. Got it to Bailey Wood. Wood goes backwards to Hamlin. And the old WA, the one from WA counterparts. Kick though comes towards Blood. Just had a little bit too much on it for Blood, so a little turnover coming. They're going to be way out the back here. They can bring it back through the corridor. Chadwick. He was fantastic. Chadwick goes in short. Kick was a good one. Finds Bishop at centre half forward.
Here's a chance now. Decides to play on quickly. Takes a bounce. Can take a second. Ran a fair bit with the footy. Looking for a teammate. Pushes his opponent under the footy. Fortunately for the Vultures, they had the spare behind and hit up a target. That's a good grab in the end by Smith. The only goal kicking for the Vultures this afternoon.
Going to be hard to kick him from half back.
Decides to go the switch. That's okay. Comes back in board. Not quite sure who number 11 is. Looks like that's a change of jumper.
That's Anthony. Hayden Anthony late change. He's on debut.
Hayden Anthony, thank you. Anthony hits up the target and Hurst. Didn't have a number, Anthony, so thank you for that. As the ball drifts towards the boundary line, Vulture gets his boot on board. Got to attack the contest. Good effort there. Forces the ball to the deck. Bounces over. Boundary throw in.
Right on centre wing. 8 plays 81. Just on 11.5 gone here in the second term. Get to some around the ground scores very, very shortly. We'll get one through the next stoppage, I would suggest. We'll throw back in. Wood did the ruck work, got it out over the top. Going back to put the tackle on was O'Neill. They get it forward though, only as far as Hagger. Hagger goes in with the kick. That was okay. Got it over there towards Howard. Hamilton Howard moves it further on to Harrington. Harrington, does he want to swing and go? No, he'll just go very slowly, and I'll just chip backwards. We might grab a quick round the ground scores.
Yeah, quick round the grounds. Palm Beach versus Aspley. Aspley 8-11-59 leading Palm Beach. 2-2-14. Labrador and Surfers. Labrador 5-3-33 leading Surfers 1-5-11. Wilson Grange and Maroochydore playing off. Wilson Grange leading in that one. 6-3-39 to 3-5-23. And Redland are well on top on Noosa early, 11-2-68 to 3 behinds for Noosa.
Ooh.
And Morningside is the last game. Morningside versus Sherwood, 7-5-47. Morningside leading Sherwood 2-3-15.
Okay, we'll get more scores throughout the afternoon. Stay with us. So just try and bring it out of defence there. Jai Murray fed the handball.
Good tackle.
Was a wonderful tackle. What's the umpire going to pay here?
That was Xavier Smith. Came
Yep.
from nowhere to lay that solid tackle.
The only goal scorer, as we mentioned earlier, for Mount Gravatt. Ball working towards the line. Eventually, was it taken over? Yes, it was. We'll have a boundary throw in.
And even that kick in, they've got the spare in defence, Broadbeach at the moment. So every time they win back possession in defence, that play just takes off to the other side of the ground. They get that switch and that carry, trying to go the full length to have a shot on goal.
Ball comes back into play. Neither ruckman got an effective hit out. Wood picks it up, partly smothered, little kick forward, in towards goal. Blood just fisted away from him on the goal line and through for a minor score. They get there, third behind, 1-3-9. They trail Broadbeach 13-3-81.
It's a good contest between those two. Jake Wood's down there, number 16 for the Cats. And obviously Robert Blood for the Vultures. Good contest down there as play continues. This ball could get cut off. No, that's okay for the Broadbeach Cats. Going to go down the line here. One-on-one contest. Who's going to get to the front? Players go up. Ball gets over the back. Takes a bounce. Takes a second. That's Hitchcock. Hitchcock to fall forward. Looking for his teammate. Good tackle on the last line.
Yeah.
That's an example set up by the captain.
Austin Brent.
Geez, that was a guaranteed goal if he didn't lay that tackle, Brent. That was brilliant by the young man. As play continues, they're right under the pump here, the Vultures. Here's a chance for Hitchcock. Decides to go backwards, finds a teammate. Goes in short to the hot spot. Can he find Philippone? Yes, he does. That was Murray kicking it to
He's been good this
Philippone.
afternoon, Jai Murray.
Yes, he has.
So is this fella, Philippone, already got one this afternoon. He'll line up for his second goal.
Well, Philippone now comes in as the breeze sort of picks up a little bit, blowing into the face of the broadcast area. Right to left, straight over the goal umpire's hat. That's goal number 2 to Philippone, and that's goal number 14 to the Cats. 14-3-87 to 139. Just under 16 minutes played in the second quarter.
Go up, go forward.
We were talking at quarter time, David, as well. Like, if Mount Gravatt can just find a stat that's measurable and go right, we're going to try and be as competitive as we can in that part of the game for this quarter, and see if we can compete in that area. I mean, obviously they're struggling in a lot of areas around the ground, but the defence is holding up well. It's that it seems to be more that midfield group.
Yeah, just try and halve some.
Sort of one-way running. They're not going back the other way and tracking their opponents.
What's happened here?
6-6-6. So there'll be a warning. That ball's going to be thrown up rather than bounced.
It did have an extra player in defence.
Looks like Conway on that occasion was the old man out. As play continues. Here's a chance to go back into attack. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure what happened with that kick. He almost kicked his own foot on that occasion, the Broadbeach player. Play continues. They decide to go backwards before they go forwards. That kick into the corridor, not the best. Here's a chance for the Vultures. That step back inside. Sets up a teammate. Bit of a hospital handball. Drops the footy. That could be gone. Play on. That kick inside 50. Looking for Blood. Blood's tracking his opponent. Can't lay the tackle. Broadbeach are 4-on-2 here. And they're going to come out of trouble once more.
They will through Hitchcock. Hitchcock now takes a bounce. Wants to deliver into the corridor. The kick was a beauty. If anything, it was almost too good for his teammate, but they can mop it up. They do all right again. Handball goes backwards. That was Hamlin. Feeds it back to Hitchcock and says, let me do it all. Gives it then back to Hamlin. Hamlin goes into Bishop. Bishop now goes in towards full forward. No one can take the mark. Gets over the back. Players then overrun the football.
Oh, Brent.
And
geez, Brent might have a little bit of, again, nothing untoward, but he sort of got slung into the ground there, Brent. He's come up okay. Suffer kick behind the play on the last line. Philippone rows the pack well. Was a bit fumbly though. Could have had a shot on goal. Austin was looking like the goalkeeper on the last line there. Philippone got off the chain. Bishop's down there as well for the Cats. That ball gets to the front. Here's an opportunity for the Cats. Not the best of handballs. Finds a teammate though. That snap back inboard. Too far on that occasion. Look at the chase down tackle. Too easy for the Cats though. Steps back off the right foot. That snap on goal. Barely touched it there. Just goes stuck there. It's handball backwards over the line. Under the pump. And that was Anthony. Went stuck there, some handball, and now we can reset. That kick up towards Blood. Couldn't take the mark. Clare pushes the opponent. Decides to handball himself. Could have been held. No one in front of the footy for the Vultures beyond the centre.
Surely.
That's got to be hoeing the man. Yes, it is.
Xavier Smith very frustrated. So, no doubt the free kick was there. The debutant Hudson. I've liked his game actually on debut. He's been
Hudson's
very good.
Been good.
They feed the ball all the way across to Harrington, who now comes back inboard. Thought it'll end up in the hands of Murray. It does now, eventually. It gets to him. Jai Murray delivers in towards full forward, out the back. This should be an open goal coming up for Hitchcock. Swings around, snaps the goal, and he gets our 15th on the board. He's first of the afternoon. And again, they transition football from one end of the ground. It just
the likes of Hitchcock is he's just running through the middle of the ground with no one going anywhere near. I reckon he ran past about 4 Vultures players on that occasion. He just stood there and watched him run, and he ends up with the footy. Too easy for the Cats once more, unfortunately. I don't want to be critical of the Vultures, but sometimes, one thing that you can measure is effort.
Yep.
If guys are just going to stand in the middle of the ground with their hands on their hips and watch, it's not a good look. There, I've had my rant. I'll as Broadbeach 15-4-94 to 139. 20 minutes 40 seconds in the second quarter.
It took quite a while, but he eventually decided to bring that ball back for a secondary ball up.
Umpires have been good this afternoon. I'm just going to quickly go through. Missed them start of the game. Field umpires Max David, Daniel Furs, Lachlan Ryan. Boundary umpires Cooper Rain, Jack Boyce. Goal umpires Campbell Shaw, Peter Coleman. Doing a very good job.
They are. Harrington got the ball towards half forward. Howard couldn't break the tackle. They called play on. Butler was there also. Might end up with it again, Butler. They go back towards Bishop. Well, he didn't complete the mark, but he picked it up anyway. Kick comes in towards full forward.
Guess who?
Corey Hitchcock. Well, again, was just granted so much space.
He just held his position, Dave, on the side of the ground. Didn't get sucked into the contest. Held his position. Just ran in a straight line inside 50. And again, too easy for the Cats on that occasion for Hitchcock.
So he can get his second for the term. Corey Hitchcock, another one of the boys in the state squad from WA for goal number 2. No problems whatsoever. Straight over the goal umpire's hat. He gets his second. And unfortunately, this is getting very, very ugly for the Vultures. 16-4, 100. Mount Gravatt 139. Well, just 22 minutes here into the second term.
Jeez, just trying to find something that gives a plus. I mean, you look through their list at the moment, Austin Brent's, considering the amount of ball that's going down there, Austin Brent on that last line has been really good for Mount Gravatt this afternoon. Just trying to look across the ground, you know, Blood's been okay in the first half when he's had an opportunity. Claire again has been pretty good in that midfield group. Just lack of numbers at the moment, unfortunately. Broadbeach are all over him. Speaking of which, here they go back into attack once more. Pushes opponent under the footy. Brent tried to get his hands on it. Easy handball out. Right foot snap on goal. He had two spare teammates
that was
screaming for it. And unfortunately, couldn't get it to him. Missed opportunity. I think Butler missed that one.
Yep, certainly was.
Here comes Mount Gravatt out of trouble once more.
They do. They bring it in. This time through Kalen. His kick was okay. They're looking for the skipper. Austin Brent couldn't complete it.
As good as Brent is, I'm not sure how much he can compete with three Broadbeach players chasing him down. Not the best of kicks coming out of defence on that occasion.
Boundary umpire, throw it back in. Just in front of probably the wettest patch there on the ground. Ruck's zoo work was okay by the young fella in Angus. Nearly got it back. The young fella. Claire was in there. Good tackle put on by Smith. The umpire says, I'll have it, thank you very much.
There's another one. Smith has been good since he came on the ground in the second quarter. He's just a bit of energy in the middle of the ground, which has been good. This play continues. Broadbeach again. Good tackle laid. Trying to push his opponent off. Hang on. Bit of push and shove going on here. Hang on. Jeez, no love lost between these two sides this afternoon.
Well, it was quite a heavy tackle. You probably might not have been able to see it.
Unfortunately, I was sort of blindsided. I couldn't quite see
it. He
it.
hit his head quite heavily as he was taken to ground. The Bishop feeds off the handball. That was okay to Philippone in towards full forward. Reeves sharks it, couldn't complete the mark. Sharks it and kicks the goal. He gets his sixth of the afternoon.
Geez, we're going to run our room on the sheet here if Reeves keeps bobbing up and kicking goals. And
used to happen as a young fellow when Tony Locker was playing at St Kilda on my footy record. What enough? I needed more space.
Geez, you needed about 300 records for the likes of Dunstall, Ablett and Lockett back in the day. Fair bit of time ago now.
And you needed a good pen too.
No, a very good pen. You were definitely going to run out of ink at some point during the day. And again, the likes of Philippone and Bishop, the attack on the footy was really good. Philippone got that kick to the goal square. And again, in attacking 50, a lot of one-on-ones. So Brent can't be everywhere on the last line. He's trying to get to contest. But, geez. And that's smart by the Broadbeach forwards as well. Whoever's lining up on Brent is trying to pull him away from wherever the ball's going. Try and take him out of the contest, which is smart thinking by Broadbeach. And play continues. Chadwick lays a tackle. Claire's there for the Vultures. Ericsson's there for the Cats. Unfortunately, looks like a free kick. It's going to go to Claire. He got dumped after he got rid of the footy. So here's a chance for the Vultures before half-time. Going to go long. Decides to go short. That's actually not a bad kick. Finds a teammate. And that's Alex Watkins down there. Small in stature, but he's had some good moments in the second quarter as well for the Vultures. So
he has. Might be just beyond him, I reckon.
He's basically right on the 50, which looks more like 45. He's going to come in now. Decides to go long. Unfortunately, that's going to drop well short. Got to the front. That looked bad as he hit the deck.
It did.
Keep an eye on that. Harrington's got it for the Cats. Chadwick's got it now. Look at the run and carry from Broadbeach. Trying to bring the ball into attacking 50. Comes to the footy. Kick over the top. That's well and truly the best play for the Cats this afternoon. And unfortunately, for the young man down the other end of the ground, it looked like he just about
Oh, well, he's
broke his leg in three places when he hit
his
the
knee
deck.
sort of hit the ground. I thought it just jarred straight into the turf, and
Jeez.
thought it could have been very, very ugly indeed. Mackenzie.
Keep an eye on that. I'll keep an eye on this. We've got the young man here, Mackenzie, line up for goal number 2. Right foot kick. That's all clear again. He's got his second. And again, that end-to-end just it's so it's almost soul-destroying for Mount Gravatt, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah.
Just watching it go from one end of the ground, you've got a chance going inside attacking 50, and all of a sudden, within 3 possessions, it's up the other end and someone's having a shot on goal.
As the lights come on here as well, a little bit dark out here this afternoon.
The rain has stayed away.
It actually has
good.
stayed away. Yeah, we've had plenty of forecasts for the weekend. So far, so good. Back in the middle. Oh, the ruckman got an effective hit out. I was going to say it'll be Broadbeach going forward again. Yeah, it will be eventually. Kick goes forward. It's the last goal scored. No arm chops at the umpire. That was okay for Mackenzie. Play taken down. Tackled by Ericsson. And what's the umpire paid? Holding the ball to Ericsson.
Holding the footy against Brent.
Frustrating afternoon. Ericsson got a player on. Oh, well, he's dropped what he would normally have taken. Mackenzie. Doesn't matter, he's got teammates in support. And eventually goes through for a minor score.
Geez, Reeves got a fingertip on it, but that matchup with Mackenzie and Brent gave the way of the free kick, and Mackenzie ran forward to the footy and almost got a easy mark, about 40 out on a slight angle. So missed opportunity for the Cats. Vultures got to hold on before half time here. Can't give them an easy out. That handball's not the best. Gets pushed towards the boundary line. Decide to keep it in. No, says the umpire. So that'll be a throw in. About just outside.
Contentious one. They threw it to the wrong umpire.
Just started does that count when the umpires throw it to the wrong umpire? Is that a 50-metre penalty for someone? Okay. A little dig at the Collingwood Fremantle game last week. As the siren goes for half time. Few tired boys, very sore players for Mount Gravatt. Brent's calling his teammates in. They had some better moments in that second quarter, Dave, did Mount Gravatt, but unfortunately, the trend did continue for Broadbeach. 18-6, 114 to Mount. whenever you are. And we're back, ladies and gents. Welcome back to Southside Toyota Oval for this round 9 clash between the home side, Mount Gravatt, and the Broadbeach Cats. Broadbeach well on top in the first half. My name's Kane Browning. I'm still joined up here in the box.
No, I haven't left yet.
By David Hampton. Well, Dave, what did you think of that first half?
It was just a snowball effect, wasn't it? Broadbeach, as we said. Well, we thought they had a brilliant opening term. They managed 9 goals, 3 in that first quarter. Well, they were able to manage the exact same score in their second term as well. 9 goals, 3 as the lights are on out here at Toyota Oval, Southside Toyota Oval. Not a lot of positives we can take out from Mount Gravatt. The young fellow on debut, Hayden Anthony, he's tried hard on debut. For him, Xavier Smith has also tried hard, but there hasn't been an awful lot to look forward to for the boys at Cats. Where you can see they're hungry for a real big kill this afternoon.
Well, we talked. Unfortunately for Broadbeach, they've had another injury concern at half time. Talking to someone in the know for the Cats, young Tane Dawson, the ruckman's come down with a bit of an ankle injury.
And he absolutely dominated that first quarter and a half as well.
Twisted the ankle. You probably saw it on the stream earlier in that second quarter. Came down awkwardly on the ankle, and looks like he's not going to take any further part in this game. They're going to strap him up in cotton wool and hang on to him. He's a very important player for the Cats, and more importantly, he's one of the primary big men in the QAFL. So bad news for young.
Well, it's also bad news for the State squad. Of course, he's in the State squad
yes,
as well in a couple
well.
of weeks. So
they've had a few injury concerns, the Queensland boys, the last couple of weeks. Reece Matheson, unfortunately, pulled up with a bit of a calf issue against Service Paradise. Unfortunately, he didn't come back after half time, so they reckon he might have been a 1 or 2 weeker with Reece. He's massively important. Now, what do you think the coaches were saying to the Mount Gravatt boys at half time, Dave? We've been trying to rack our brains. You'd almost need a PhD to try and work out what to say to try and lift them up.
Well, I suppose Danny Nolan, he'd be just asking for more of the same, wouldn't he, from as far as Broadbeach are concerned. But, look, it's a tough one. Hamish Mitchell, of course, the Mount Gravatt senior coach. I'm sure he'd love to just maybe halve a quarter or just possibly. I don't know whether you would consider maybe putting Flood down back behind the ball. Or, does he want to limit the damage, or does he want to try and kick a few goals in this second half?
Maybe have Blood play almost like they do in a Bruton role, mate. Come off the square and try and put some body pressure on those Broadbeach midfielders in the middle of the ground. Throw his body around, all above board, of course. We know Dermot Bruton's reputation back in the day. But he's definitely one of the only sort of those big bodies that Mount Gravatt desperately need to just be competitive. That's what we want to see in this third quarter. We want him to see him be competitive.
Just have some contests.
Have some contests, win the odd 50-50, maybe get another couple of goals on the board. Definitely take that as a win at three-quarter time. Unfortunately, at the moment, it's all doom and gloom for the home side. It's 18-6, 114 to 139. Thomas Reeves, the best goal kicker on the ground. He's kicked 6-1. So not a bad strike rate for Reeves. So here we go. It looks like Bailey Woods moved into the ruck with that injury to Tane Dawson. Vultures get the first clearance. That's a good start to send half forward. No one got their hand on the footy on that occasion. Ball just running around. Blood's in there as well. Good tackle laid, but again, Broadbeach have got that extra number out wide. That's a brilliant tackle.
Holding the ball.
That's got to be gone. Yes, it is.
Well, that brought the crowd to their feet a bit.
Matthew Hardis. Well, he was definitely hard on that occasion. He was a lean and go. Made a brilliant tackle. That's what we want to see, ladies and gents, from the Vultures in the second half.
That's as good a tackle as you'll ever see in any grade of football.
He hasn't had a lot of the footy this afternoon, Matthew Hardness, but I tell you what, Hardness is how it's spelt. Can he make the hard look easy? That right foot kick's not going to get there to the goal square. No one at home for the Vultures on that occasion. Broadbeach cut that one off easily.
They do. Jakey Wood took it, got it out to Hudson. Sung his praises on debut this afternoon. Delivers beautifully as well. Spots up Hamlin. Gets it across to Bishop. Further to Harrington. Harrington can deliver. He delivers well to the goal scorer we spoke of. Reeves. He said us that he might get it back again, Reeves. Ball handballed over the top. Here's a chance. End-to-end football again. Just offline that time. It was through the agency of Butler, who has kicked a goal earlier in the opening term. Just through for a minor score.
He's kicked 1-2 this afternoon, Butler.
But again, transition football, wasn't it? Straight from full back to full forward.
Just playing on at every opportunity, aren't they, Broadbeach? And unfortunately for the Vultures, they're chasing tail once again. Speaking of in trouble, they're on the last line here. That kick's okay to Gordon. Gordon now decides to switch further out wide, finds Brent, the captain. He had a pretty good first half considering the amount of ball that was going down into the Cats forward 50. That kick's okay. That kick's not great. Goes over the line. Boundary throw-in just to the left of the Broadbeach interchange there on this broadcast side wing. And it looks like Chadwick's on Clare in the middle of the ground. That's a real juicy contest for the second half. Keep an eye on that one. Both ruckmen go up again. Broadbeach won the tap out. Again, Mount Gravatt won the clearance. Not the best of handballs. They're under the pump. Hardness got the ball out. Here's a chance for the Vultures. But again, no one at home for the home team. Blood's tracking this ball down. Can he lay a tackle? Put the pressure on. That's okay. Ball drifting out towards the boundary line. Takes it just inside.
It's Murray. Jai Murray now wants to play on, bring it into the corridor. Not a good kick. Mopped up well, though, by Ericsson. Feeds it back. Now they've got a problem.
Better.
Another wonderful tackle. It's been 2 tackles inside 50. I don't reckon they would have had 2 tackles inside 50 in the whole first half.
That's what we were talking about.
Yep.
What can they hang their hat on in this third quarter? A stat that they can measure, and the tackling. They've had 2 opportunities, and they're 2-0. Clare just decides to chip this ball short. Good grab! Is that Hardness again? I believe it is. Number 19. Or is that number 16? Jeez.
Might be 18, Corboy.
Callboy or Hardness, I think. Jeez, we're going to have to get back to you on that one. If it is Hardness, he's had a brilliant start to this third quarter.
Little chip kick too, wasn't it?
It was a bit of a fake out, wasn't it, from Clare?
I think he said I'll just sit it on his head and have a little jump for it.
Well, it's not Hardness.
No.
Hardness is stand beside him. Comes in, right foot kick. This will be a good start. Yes, it is. It must be Callboy. God, I hope I'm right. Sorry to Callboy if it is him.
Yeah, it is.
It is Callboy. Jeez, he might be dirty on me after screaming out Hardness when he marked the footy, but Callboy, that was a brilliant grab and an even better finish. And that's the first goal of the second half going to the Vultures.
Just what they're after. First opening 5 minutes here of the third term. Back to 100 points exactly. 2-3-15, 18-7-1-1-5. Yeah. Real team lifter, and they've come off the back of a couple of ripping tackles inside their forward 50s. They go forward again. That's good work through Hurst. Hurst gets it down towards half forward. Doing really well there was Murray. He did nicely, fed it over there towards Hitchcock. Turnover again. Hurst is there. Hurst can deliver towards Blood. And Blood takes the mark, 45 out. Very, very tight angle.
Hurst is the one for me in the first 5 minutes.
Well, they've got a couple of centre clearances.
He's had 2 or 3 touches. Clare's laid a tackle or 2. Just It's lifting.
Blood's kick. It's a nice action. I'll tell you what, he's given it a good ride. He's given it a wonderful ride, and he gets his first goal of the afternoon. And they've got the opening 2 goals here of the second half. Mount Gravatt. They go to 3-3-21, Broadbeach 18-7, 115.
We talked about it at half time, didn't we, Dave?
Yeah.
Like, what's a measurable statistic you can hang your hat on in this third quarter? What are we looking to improve? Just pick one out of the bunch, and I'll tell you what, the defensive pressure, and again, clean possession coming out of the middle of the ground, wasn't it?
It was, and you made a really good point at half time. Of course, they've lost Hayne Dawson, their ruckman, and since that's coincided with a debutant going into the middle in Bailey Wood doing the ruck work for Broadbeach, and now they're getting a few clearances in the second half. They get the hit out again. This time it's taken by Broadbeach. Haven't quite got the centre clearance. They do now eventually through Ericsson. Ericsson kicks up towards half forward. Murray's there, couldn't take the mark. Picked up off the ground. In towards goal, just offline.
Jeez, that was Philippine again.
Philippine, yeah, I thought it was. Philippine, through for a minor score.
Jeez, what a ridiculous pickup that was with the one hand. Didn't have to break stride. Broadbeach left him off the hook. Speaking of off the hook, Ericsson cut that one off, looking for Reeves with the handball. Bit fumbly on that occasion. Snap on goal. Good smother from the Vultures. Got to be clean here. Good tackle by Clare.
Yep.
Handballs it back. Broadbeach shot on goal. Pushing towards it. Is Reeves going to get there? Is he in line?
No.
Goal umpire says minor score.
But again, pressure is so much better from Mount Gravatt. Not an easy kick inside 50, and they've really lifted the tempo in their tackling. There's the last goal scorer. Cool boy. No. Got it. Feeds it out. Wide. And they've got players running in short. Didn't quite get to him. In the end, Cool boy gets it. Feeds it back. Player tackled over the line. Or should have a boundary throw in.
They're getting some even numbers to the contest, though, as well in this third quarter, which was well off the pace in the first half, Dave.
We spoke about halving some contests and maybe winning a few 50-50s. Well, they've done exactly that in this third term.
Boundary umpire's going to throw this one in, just in front of the Broadbeach interchange. We've had a bit of a scare go through the camp. Good tackle laid. Tried to blind turn. Well, could have given him a free kick for pushing the back, or could have said on the ball.
Holding the ball.
Decided neither. Both ruckmen go up again. It's definitely evened up in that ruck contest. Hayne Dawson was dominating before he had to go off the ground with that ankle. Broadbeach going to attack once more. That little smother from Hurst worked okay. Hurst ends up with a bit of fumble of his own. Look at the pressure come from the Cats. Instantly gets tackled. Got to be a little bit clumsy in there.
Yeah.
That was Finlay. Sort of just through the hip
again,
in there.
they were going forward. Man, Gravatt just didn't quite hit the target with their handball as intercept mark is taken back there by Hudson. So his praises on debut. Hudson now goes with a long kick almost up towards half forward. Gets off. Hands over the back, and we'll have a boundary throw in just inside attacking 50 for Broadbeach.
Good spoil again by Brent.
At 9.5 minutes in this third term, they haven't scored this quarter yet, Broadbeach.
Well, like you said in the first half, Dave, to cut you off, they've kicked 9-3 in both quarters.
Yep.
They haven't scored yet. So, again, positive sign for the Vultures. It's Hurst again. Unfortunately, that one got cut off by Ericsson. They've got an extra number on the wing. Decides not to use him. Goes more direct. Centre forward. That's okay. Ends up in the hands of Hull. He's kicked a couple of goals already this afternoon. And it almost looks like he's confident in his ability to kick the distance here. He's going to be right on the 50-metre line. Hull. Line up for goal number 3. Right foot kick on its way. Jeez. Right to the line. Minor score.
Certainly a lovely kick though, wasn't it?
Beautiful kick. 18-10. 118 to 3-3-21. just under 11 minutes played in the third quarter. Now Gravatt looking for Finlay on that occasion, and the big fella from Broadbeach, Bailey Wood, was able to get across and cut that one off.
Out from Western Australia, Bailey Wood. First time he's played with his brother, in fact, Jake Wood. It's the ball thrown back in. Bailey Wood got the head out over the top. That was okay. Feeded by hand. Back to Hitchcock. He picks up, snaps, but he's missed to the near side, through for A- score.
Well, they kicked 3 behinds, and that's their only scores in this third quarter so far, Broadbeach.
18-11, 119. Mount Gravatt 3-3-21. We're just on 11 and a half minutes here in the third term. So bring the ball back into play. Comes off hands. That's good for Mount Gravatt. Just got to hit Hardest. Hardest was put his teammate under enormous pressure. A little hospital pass. Now the kick turnover goes back in towards full forward. John Murray's there. Can't pick it up. Goes back, puts a tackle on. They're under enormous pressure in defence here. Hardest. And the umpire's found a free kick, and it's going to come back to Broadbeach.
Hurst was just held on a little bit too long there. He laid a really good tackle. Unfortunately, held on a little bit too long, gave with a free kick away.
He shot a goal. It'll be Mackenzie, I think. Yep, Harrison Mackenzie.
Kicked a couple already.
He has, the boy from the Hampton League in Victoria. Can go back for his third goal of the afternoon. Gives it a little side skip, a little Freddie Flintstone on the way through. Kicks on its way. If it's got the distance, it's got the accuracy, and it's got them both. And he gets his third goal of the afternoon, and they get their first goal of the third term, but taking almost 13 minutes.
Just going to quickly go through some around the grounds here. Palm Beach still trailing Aspley 74-32. Surfers again touched up by Labrador, unfortunately. Labrador 9-5-59 to 1-6-12. Wilson Grange, that margin has closed a little bit. Maroochydore 62-36 in favour of the Gorillas. Redland Victoria Point touching up Noosa, unfortunately. 16-7-103 to 4-3-27. Morningside and Sherwood. Sherwood's got back into the contest. Morningside leading 10-8-68 to 5-5-35.
Hurst out of the middle again for Mount Gravatt. Drives it up towards half forward. Smith, their opening goal kicker, takes the mark. Smith kicks beautifully in towards Flood, and Flood takes the mark 35 out pretty well directly in front.
Again, that
centre clearance work.
Centre clearance, the ball movement's a bit smarter. They're not just bombing away and allowing those Broadbeach spares behind the footy to set up and intercept at will.
Flood's got one this afternoon. Can he get his second? The kick, I think it's just across the face, off hands through for A- score.
Let's see if they can lock Broadbeach in defensive half of the ground for a little while, Mount Gravatt. As play continues. That's not a bad kick for a full back either. Ball hits a deck. First on it is a Vulture. Instantly tackled by a Cat. A good tackle laid there. Looked like Jez Butler, who's also kicked a goal this afternoon. Ball gets thrown up once more. Ball rolling. Who's going to contest it? Broadbeach does. That little chip forward's okay. Finds Harrington, who's been a little bit quiet, had a little bit of the footy, but not too much. Claire almost got run down. Umpire says holding the ball. I thought he got a handball off then,
so
Claire.
Yeah.
But umpire made his decision. That kick back finds Ericsson. Ericsson goes out to Bishop. Now, where does Bishop go from here? Looks like he's going to go long. Steps back inside. That's okay. Handballs it off. Kick towards the boundary line. Will that stay in? Yes, just. Decides to play on. That kick inside 50 is not the best. It's going to get cut off. And that's by the young man who came in late. Emergency on the list, Hayden Anthony.
Anthony goes out wide. That's okay. The ball comes back dangerously, I thought, for Clare, but he takes the mark. Under a bit of pressure he was too, Clare. Feeds it out wide. That's okay. Just holding the ball up. Now they work it towards centre wing and, well, player goes over the fence there, and Xavier Smith.
Geez, they're pretty low fences, aren't they, here at Mount Gravatt?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
It's like the hurdler running the 100 metres that hits the hurdles on the way through. Can be a bit dangerous.
We've got enough obstacles up here ourselves. We're going to get out of this place yet.
Beautiful spot to commentate, but I tell you what, climbing up that ladder early is a bit dangerous. As umpire comes in, another stoppage. And the rain has stayed away. The lights are on. It's a little bit dark and gloomy, but the rain has stayed away. Good pressure again from Mount Gravatt. They've got the ball back. Clare gets a kick forward. 1-on-1. A little bit of a foot race. That's okay. Chips up to the advantage of his teammates. Step back around. Turn on a dime. Kicks towards half forward. Brent's there for Mount Gravatt on the last line. Pushes the ball towards the boundary line. Forces it out. And again, those 50-50s, they're just starting to even up a few contests, aren't they?
Yeah.
Makes it look so much more competitive. The coaching staff of Mount Gravatt will be very happy with his third quarter effort.
They would. 17 minutes gone. They've two goals to them.
A little bit of drizzle just starting to fall, as we were talking about before, Dave.
Ball socket off the ground to true centre half forward now for Broadbeach. Go this way. Sold themselves into trouble. Player taken high. Must be. And it'll be a free kick.
Harrington there on that occasion.
Cody Harrington.
He was arguably their best last week, Cody. Had plenty of the footy. Didn't get the win last week, but he was very good for the Cats.
Well, he'll take his best effort, you would think, from here. He's going to kick from right on the paint. He's directly in front. They've got to play on to try and get that little bit extra distance, and by doing so, pulls it to the left and through for a minus score. 19-12, 126. Mount Gravatt, 3-4-22, 18 gone here. 104
point the margin. But Broadbeach doesn't look like they're going to kick 9 goals 3 in this quarter. 18 and a half minutes played. They've improved drastically since half-time. The effort's been huge from Mount Gravatt. It's good to see. Ball gets over the back. That's Ericsson again for the Cats as rain continues to fall. Hits up a target at full forward, unfortunately. Too easy on that occasion for the Cats. Looks like might be Gray down there.
I reckon it could be Finlay Gray.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Unfortunately, his opponent half slipped trying to get to that contest too, which didn't help. So Gray comes in now. Right foot kick. Straight over the goal umpire's hat. Thank God they've got a fence behind those goals. Those
I know. Yeah,
cars on the road would be in a bit of strife if that wasn't the case.
It'd be a bit of a shock too, I reckon, driving along and seeing a big TW Sharon on your windscreen.
Geez, I'd never want to live near a cricket ground, mate, because I've heard plenty of stories.
Oh, yes.
Come the summer, plenty of cricket balls ends up in windshields and windows, unfortunately. Hope the insurance is paid up. But, yeah, Broadbeach. Is that their first goal? I believe that's their first goal of the quarter. Or is that their second?
Two goals, 6 in this term.
2-6. So there's
2 goals, 1.
They've still had 8 shots on goal, Broadbeach. Now, is that a violation?
Yep. It's going to be Mount Gravatt, free kick.
It's going to
Player just came in off the centre square.
Comes now. Hits up a target. That's better. Finds Green. Green, unfortunately, instantly gets her cut off, and here come the Cats.
The Cats with a chain of handballs, work it through the middle, also go a little bit back to go forward. Kick comes out wide. Can this be cut off? No, it can't. They should be almost off to the races here. Eventually the handball gets out over the top. Chain of handballs. Pressure's fantastic, though, from Mount Gravatt. They're working. O'Brien's there. Gets it inside 50, but that's as far as it'll get, and that should be 50-metre penalty.
No.
Well, I just felt it should have been. That was Griff
But
Dwyer.
again, it's that pressure on the ball carrier, isn't it, in the third quarter?
Well,
It's been
what's
massive.
happened now? O'Brien is Pingva holding the ball. I think the umpire called him to play on. He was ran down from behind. And the young debutant, Griff Dwyer.
And it's good to see a Vultures teammate running over to him and just going, mate, that's okay. Mistake made,
he
but
took
you're
the
going to
intercept mark, and
you're going to do better the next time. At least there's some camaraderie in this third quarter from the home side.
as Gray to get back-to-back goals, he puts it straight through the middle again, and he quickly moves on to his second goal. And Broadbeach get their 21st, 21-12, 138. Lead Mount Gravatt 3-4-22. We've played just on 21 and a half minutes here in the third term.
Well, for the majority of this, you'd almost say Broadbeach have had a fair bit of the footy in this third quarter. But the home side's been super competitive.
Yep.
Their pressure's been great. And just their work rate around the ground has been a lot better than the first half. So whatever was said at half time by the coaching staff of the Vultures and Coach Hamish Mitchell has definitely got his point across by the looks of it, because it's a much better effort in the third quarter from the home side. They're still trailing, though, by quite a bit. 116 points the margin. This play continues. Broadbeach again going into attack. Decides to sell the candy. That right foot shot on goal. There's another one. Jeez, who was that? Who was that? He kicked that. I didn't.
Jai Murray.
Jai Murray.
That's what he do.
He's been. I've liked the way he's gone about it this afternoon. Haven't seen a lot of him, but from what I've seen today, he's done a pretty good job.
Goal scorer number 11 for Broadbeach this afternoon.
11 scoring. Well, that's always pleasing to the coaching staff. And mind you, and still, Thomas Rees has seen on 6 goals. So he hasn't kicked one since half time. He's had a couple of opportunities. This play continues. This just about the smallest ruck contest I've seen all season. Mount Gravatt winning on that occasion. Launches the ball to half forward. Broadbeach defender gets over the back. Here comes the pressure from the home team. Now, what's happened here? Free kick going to Broadbeach. Unfortunately, that was Smith again. Just held on a little bit too long. It's been a bit of a lightning rod this afternoon, that's Smith. That's a dangerous kick. Play on, says the umpire. Blood almost lays the perfect tackle. That handball gets cut off. Left foot snap on goal. Is it home? No. So close.
I thought he thought it was home there, Smith, Xavier Smith.
And again, that's what you want, follow up. You made the mistake, you followed up and had a shot on goal. Smith wanting to put the pressure on. That kick's okay. Kicks in short.
Finds Murray.
Finds Murray. Murray running off. Hitchcock. Hitchcock will probably get it back here. Decides to step back in board. He's chased down. That's on the ball. No. Play on, says the umpire. That kick back inside 50. There's a little bit of confusion there. That kick back in board is going to find a teammate.
That's...
Jeez. Now, I believe, I was watching that umpire then. The umpire actually gave a push in the back.
Oh, did he?
But then called play on.
Okay.
Advantage. So I think they actually meant to say hold the ball.
Yeah, he
Just got just got the signalling wrong. But a little bit of confusion. Get called to play on. That kick towards goal. Is it coming back?
Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
Michael Gordon. Sorry, Rob.
No, that is Michael Gordon, number 5.
Yep, that's what I meant.
And again, a little bit of confusion. They've benefited from that. Because all the Broadbeach players stopped. They thought it was a push in the back. They all saw the signal get given. They all stopped.
Yeah, but it should have been holding the ball.
And then it got called advantage. So I think they made the right decision. They
It was the right outcome.
Right outcome, right decision.
Yeah.
They just gave the wrong signal,
Yeah.
that's all.
Yeah. So that's fine.
That's okay.
25 and a half gone, 22-12, 144 Broadbeach, 4-5-29. Mount Gravatt, if you've just joined us, so it's been a much better term. 4 goals to 3 in this term. Favour of Broadbeach. Easily their best quarter of football this afternoon after conceding 9 goals in the first and second quarters. We'll have a secondary ball up again. Finlay was in there. They're going to get another centre clearance. What a difference it's made in this third term. Almost a mark. Up there, Blood picks it up, steps around one, can go with his left boot. Tackle just as he kicked it was enough to put him off. Then the tackle.
High tackle.
Was it a high tackle?
In the end, it was a high tackle. It started off fine, just got a little bit high at the end.
That was Atkins, but Harrington gets the free kick, and they move it quickly, and they're off on the outer side through Howard. Howard can go up towards half forward, almost a shove in the back. The umpire said no, play on. Mount Gravatt almost with the ball. Hurst tries to feed it out, goes again. Now they deal with a chain of handballs. They go this way, that way, and eventually they'll work it out to Kirkman. Kirkman, I'm not sure who was exactly he was looking for, but Bishop's there. Couldn't take it cleanly, Bishop. Now he's under pressure.
Kirkland,
worked
good
well.
work.
Kirkman again feeds off the handball. They not enough talk in there from the Mount Gravatt players. Eventually, it's going to be okay. It'll come out there for Watkins again. Watkins then puts a bump on. They just work their way and just hack it forward. Mark could be taken. Free kick will be paid. And that'll be to Hamilton Howard across centre half back.
Geez, they're trying in the third quarter, Mount Gravatt. They are much improved. Great to see. Broadbeach coming out of trouble once more. They've got a spare on that far side wing. Can they get a bit of an overlap going through Hitchcock? Not the best of bounces. Could give it back off. No, decides to kick it down the line. Not the best of kicks. Ball rolling around. Ends up in the hands of a teammate. Just outside 50. Good roving there. Good shot on goal. Is it home? Yes, it is. Looks like Archie Hill's got the first for him this afternoon. Number 46.
46, yep.
But again, geez, that end-to-end stuff, that transition running footy from Broadbeach has won them premierships in the past. That's what their club is built around. That run and transition from defence into attack has been elite for the last 3 or 4 years. So anyone that comes into their system knows this is how we play. This is the system we want to use, and they play accordingly. So well done to the Cats. They've hit the 150 mark. 4-5-29, Mount Gravatt trailing 23-12, 150. 28, almost 29 minutes played. Mount Gravatt almost get another clearance. Looking for a teammate. That no-look handball finds Hurst. He's had a massive third quarter. Looking for Blood. Hits the deck. Couldn't hold on to the footy. Handball's back. The pressure's coming from the defence. Still looking for a teammate. Fumbling towards the boundary line. Good tackle laid. Pushed over the
some
line.
Good tackles on Clare this term, hasn't he?
Boundary throw in. He's probably had 3 or 4. We wanted him to pick up his work rate. He definitely has done that in the third quarter.
Dying moments of the third term. It's been a much better quarter, as we said, for Mount Gravatt. 3 goals to 5 in this term. So try to go forward again. Good work there to try and put the shepherd on. Turnover comes, however. It works its way back there to Ward. Feeds the handball back. Now his player's got a problem. Did he dispose properly? Hurst runs onto the football, then was tackled to ground. Going back through there was Clare.
Oh, that's dangerous.
He couldn't get it out there, then goes back and puts on the tackle again, Hurst.
Hurst handled the footy, then ended up back with the footy, and then had to lay a tackle when the ball hit the deck. So good three-way effort there from Hurst.
As the players locked up here, we'll have another ball up. Just ticked over 30 minutes gone here in the third term.
They've got a spare behind the footy to Mount Gravatt. He might be a little bit far away from the contest. Might be able to take a couple of steps closer as the Broadbeach player gets to him now. Broadbeach.
Oh,
Good
that's
tackle
gone.
made.
Yeah,
That's on the
it has to
footy.
be.
That was above. I thought it was above the like it just clipped above the knee, but that still isn't a kick. So good decision. And guess who it is? Claire
We just
laid
said
another tackle
Another tackle.
in the third quarter. Can he finish off
And
the
if I'm
good
not
work?
mistaken, that's 3 tackles inside 50 that's resulted in a shot on goal this term. So
Much improved in that area of the game, like a lot of areas of the
hopefully
game
that's
in
they're
this
the
third
points
quarter.
the coach will highlight at 3/4 time.
This is a good end to the third quarter. Claire, got to finish it off.
And
Straight over the goal umpire's hat. There's a goal. It might not show it on the scoreboard, ladies and gents, but that's arguably one of the best quarters I've seen Mount Gravatt play in season 2024. Got a goal after the siren to the young man. Claire gets his first of the afternoon. They're still trailing 5-5-35, 115 points the margin, 23-12, 150 are the Broadbeach Cats. And Dave just run through some goal kickers at three-quarter time.
And just quickly, it was 5 goals 6 that term to 4 goals 2, so very even quarter of football. So good fight back, well done to the Mount Gravatt boys, and plenty of players getting around them. Reeves, as we mentioned, 6 goals in that opening half. Mackenzie has 3, 2 each to Hitchcock, Hull and Finlay Gray, while singles to Wood, Murray, Hill, O'Neill and O'Brien, whilst for Mount Gravatt, all singles, but as we mentioned, 4 in that term. Claire with that goal on the siren. Gordon was another one. Blood, Xavier Smith and Corboy. We're going to take a very quick break out here at Toyota Oval. We'll be back with the big final quarter. It is Broadbeach leading Mount Gravatt by 115 points.
And welcome back, ladies and gents, to Southside Toyota Oval. Mount Gravatt much improved in that third quarter against Broadbeach. 115 point is the margin, but a much better third quarter effort from the home side. My name's Kane Brand. I'm still joined in the box by David Hampton. The sky hasn't completely opened up, Dave, going into this last quarter. Hopefully the rain can hold off a little while.
Yeah, much better term, as we mentioned, for Mount Gravatt in that term, managing 4 goals to easily the best score of the afternoon to 5 goal sixes. We're about to get underway for the final term. Here, 115 points the margin. Can they close it a little bit more? So into the ruck work they go. Angus got the hit out. Claire was in it again. Now they're going to get the ball out through Hardis. Hardis just hacks it in towards full forward. Bloody couldn't complete the mark. Good tackle. They're going to lock it in and get another wonderful tackle inside 50 where they can lock it in.
It's like Claire to Hurst to Hardness in that middle part of the ground. Much improved.
Second half by those three in particular.
Definitely.
Ball hacked out. Still another chance though for Mount Gravatt. If the ball sits, going through there was Ericsson.
Oh, crunch.
The handball over, and you heard the crunch as well. Gee, going through there was Claire as well. He breaks the tackle. It's a flying shot in towards goal, but he's offline, missed a lot. It'll be a free kick coming back to Howard. We've got some around the ground scores as well.
Well, Palm Beach, would you believe, closed the margin. 12-15-87 Aspley to 9-9-63 Labrador and Surfers. That margin's closed a little bit. 5 goals the margin in favour of Labrador. Wilson Grange still on top of Maroochydore by 56 points. Redlands 90-point leaders against Noosa, and Morningside well on top of Sherwood 93-35.
Action back in the middle here. Comes out there to Hitchcock. Goes it this way, that way. They deliver the ball nicely in towards the corridor. Got a teammate there. Now they decide to switch it out wide here, the Cats. Through John Murray. We've sung his praises as well this afternoon. Murray goes in towards full forward. McKenzie couldn't quite complete the mark. The umpire calls play on. Reeves comes out. He couldn't take it. Ball socket out. It comes straight back through Harrington. Harrington delivers to McKenzie. Oh, well, he's dropped an absolute soda. One that he would take, you'd think, 9.5 times out of 10.
Got dumped as well.
And made life difficult for himself. The umpire will ball it up 50 metres out.
Well, still 115 points the margin. Much more improved. We've said it 3 or 4 times in that third quarter. Can they finish this game off in that way? Broadbeach going to be the first to it here. Ericsson, who's had a ton of the footy this afternoon. Chip in short. Good, solid effort. And it looks like, is it Hitchcock here? No, Reeves.
Yep.
Bit quiet in that third quarter, Reeves. He had 6 goals at half time. Didn't do a lot in that third quarter. He's lined up for goal number 7. He's wearing the number 7. Line up for goal number 7. He's going to be kicking for about 30 out. Comes in. Right foot kick.
Oh, beautiful.
Straight
kick.
over the goal umpire's hat. That's goal number 7 to Reeves. 7-1 this afternoon for Reeves. 24-12, 156. Broadbeach increase the lead. Mount Gravatt 5-5-35. Just under 3 minutes played in the last quarter.
So, opening goal of the final term here for Broadbeach. Wait for that ball to come back in the middle. Became next week as well.
You've got to keep an eye on that 3-2-1 at the end of the game too, David. Well, interesting to see who your picks are.
So back in the middle we go again. Is it okay then? Angus got it out with a second hit. Can't quite get the clearance. Good tackle put on Gordon. The umpire will ball it up. Straight back in the middle. Do the work again, young Angus. That was a better hit out. That was good. Got it down. They go forward. Oh, surely holding the man. I certainly saw a jumper pulled there. Umpire said no. All clear. Play on's a call now. You've got a problem because you took the tackler on. You had a chance to get rid of it, and then you decided to hug it to yourself.
That was blood too.
Yeah, blood. Just too far out to score this time. kicking a bit from goal. Oh, that's a nice kick and a nice lead and good football all round. And
looks like
not the skipper, is it?
Not quite sure.
No,
it's not the skipper.
It's not the skipper.
20.
Charlie Corrigan. Corrigan, 35 out directly in front. Kick is on its way. I think he's pushed it right. He has. 3-4 A- score.
Jeez, David, it was so smart by Blood because he had no one forward of the footy other than one big, tall, Broadbeach bloke seen in the hole. Held it up for long enough, hit the leading target, running towards the man with a footy. Unfortunately, missed the opportunity on goal.
Maintained possession. Good work from behind. Didn't quite eventuate the spoil. Corrigan got the tackle on a game. They're going to get another inside 50 through Haggart.
Oh, gets up! No,
the umpire's found a free kick in this.
Yeah, to Mount Gravatt too. Went way too early. If he got a fingernail on the ball, it might have been play on. I tell you what, it would be mark of the century if he'd held on to that. Or got a hand on it.
And I'm just trying to see who's got the free kick. It might be Hardis.
Well, we'll find out shortly.
No, it's definitely not him. Because I've just spotted him.
Okay.
He's only going to kick from only 30 metres out. No real angle to speak of. Awkward little run up, but it was okay.
That's Finlay,
and
number 9.
Finlay. Yep, Cody Finlay, and he gets first goal of the afternoon. They put their 6 on the board. 6-6-42. Broadbeach 24-12, 1-56, and we'll play just on 5.5 minutes here in the final term.
Jeez. And again, just reward for effort, isn't it? Finlay's had a bit of an up and down day this afternoon. He's been a little bit off at times, but no, presented well. And I tell you what, when you got two blokes practically jumping on your head, trying to take mark of the century.
Must be said though, what a much better second half.
Yeah.
From Mount Gravatt. They've managed 5 goals for the second half. Broadbeach just the 6 goals. So it's been a pretty even contest.
Definitely evened it up in the second half. As play continues here, Broadbeach get an easy mark, about 60 out. Butler to Hitchcock. Had a fair bit of the footy since quarter time. That's not a bad kick either. Good mark.
When you can, Matty.
And this man hasn't been too bad either. Finlay Gray has played pretty well this afternoon. He's going to set up. He's kicked a couple this afternoon already. Comes in now. Gray, right foot kick. That's all clear. That's his third. And again, that sort of instant response just slows the momentum a little bit for the home side.
Poor Mount Gravatt, they've got to work and scratch and fight and kick and bite and do everything to get their goals. And Broadbeach, well, it's just 2 clean possessions and
they're having a shot on goal.
Yeah.
And again, just being able to hold their position. Don't get sucked into where the ball's going because you're confident in your teammate who's chasing it is going to win possession, which means you're in the clear forward of the footy. I think that's the right contest there. Finlay won it on that occasion. Handball over the top. Here's a chance for the Vultures to clear. Back to Finlay. Finlay got a ball on boots somehow. Unfortunately, only as far. He's got his arm pinned. That's got to be on the ball. Play on, says the umpire. Hitchcock ends up with it. Handball over the top. Fumbly possession there. Hitchcock's there. He had enough time to clean it up. It's a target. Jez Butler. Back in ball. That's a brilliant kick. Come off his forehead. Finlay's there for the Vultures. Good second effort. Hitchcock got to be clean here. Finlay gets it again. The Vultures. I'm trying to get my breath here, ladies and gents. Still chip forward. Unfortunately, that's going to be cut off. Play on, says the umpire. Touched off the boot.
Yeah.
So there'll be a ball up.
One of the big differences this afternoon is Finlay going into the ruck for Mount Gravatt as well. He's certainly had a much better second half as he feeds that handball out as well. Going nowhere. The umpire will ball it up again.
Hitchcock laying the tackle. Be very, very hard to keep Hitchcock out of that sort of top three this afternoon. Since quarter time, he's had a fair bit of the footy seen up front.
Been excellent.
I think Ericsson's the one for me, though. He's been dominant this afternoon in the middle of the ground. Grogan medal winner for the Cats, premiership player. Hurst has been brilliant for Mount Gravatt. Got that ball out somehow. Ball drifting. Players just over the footy at the moment. That ball's not going anywhere. Another stoppage. Hurst has been brilliant, but I don't think he's going to be in my top three, unfortunately, this afternoon. There's Broadbeach coming out of trouble once more. Hits up that hit-up target. That's okay to Gray. Gray back in board. Dangerous kick. They've got 3 extra numbers here. The Cats. Got to be clean, though. Handball's over the top. Here's a chance for the Cats going inside 50. And great kick. It's Hull. Adam Hull.
And it was Archie Hill that got that ball.
Archie Hill was the one. Yep.
So Hill to Hull.
Hill to Hull. Hull line up for goal number 3 this afternoon. This is for Broadbeach's 26th goal. Comes in, right foot kick, just drifting across the face. Minus score. That's 25-13. 38 shots on goal to 12. To say there hasn't been a dominant performance would be an understatement. As play continues, Mount Gravatt coming out of trouble. Ball hits a pack, ball gets to the front, Hurst is there. He's been arguably their best for Mount Gravatt this afternoon. Conroy's in there as well. Hurst is still around this ball. They've got a little bit of space if they can use it properly. A bit of an up and under kick. Blood's there for the Vultures. Looking for Hurst. That ball's going to be cut off. Ericsson got tripped up in the process. Ball gets held up right in the middle of the ground. 11 and a half minutes played. 4th quarter. Round 9 QAFL action.
121 points of margin over at Broadbeach. So go up again in the middle. Just trying to break his way through. There was Wood. Umpire calls play on. They can go forward. Kick picked up beautifully on the half volley. That time by Hull. Did well, and the kick was a good one as well. Spotted up O'Neill.
Oh, almost played on.
Almost played on. It's going to take his best effort. Almost into a light breeze.
Got to follow your opponents, Mount Gravatt backman. Don't let these midfielders find any space inside attacking 50. It's a 2-on-1 on the goal line in favour of
I was going to say, Finlay Gray got right back there on the goal line. He'll probably get the fly for it. Wonderful smother. You would have heard that was...
Hardness. And Ericsson went bang. Later tackle. Good smother. Good effort from both sides. That passage of play. Conroy again. Got the tap out. Unfortunately, Hitchcock won possession. Handball inboard. Handball inboard. Kick on goal. Too easy on that occasion for the Cats. And that was Jez Butler, who's got goal number 2 as well.
He becomes multiple goal scorer number 7.
26-13. 169 to 6-6-42. 13 minutes played. Final quarter.
Hitchcock comes off for a well-earned spell as well.
Geez, I'd arguably give him, he well and truly might be in my votes this afternoon, Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Chadwick back on the ground for the Cats as well.
Me too.
It's interesting when you got Hitchcock goes off and then you got Chadwick coming on.
Yeah. Not much respite for the midfielders.
Bit of like for like, that's for sure. The Vultures. Look at Ericsson attack the footy. Great effort by Ericsson. Kick towards half forward, 1-on-1. Ball gets over the back. Vultures desperate to hold this ball up. Numbers get around it now. Broadbeach win possession. Wide foot check side, just offline. Goal umpire almost went head over, backside over the fence. Ran through the nice little open gate there behind the goals. Could have ended very badly for him. As Mount Gravatt come out of trouble once more.
They do. The ball comes back into play.
Good
play
tackle.
going. So there was Butler. Bill Stacks on the middle. The umpire will come in and ball it up. Just inside attacking 50.
Kirkman, great tackle there to hold that up.
128 points to margin. At the halfway mark here, the final term. And Gravatt bring the ball out of defence. Gets it over the top. That was okay for Finlay. Feeds a handball further on. Now they get a little kick up towards almost half forward. And they keep the ball alive. They do.
Great
beautiful
kick.
centering kick. Oh, well, he's dropped an really not very nice one. Ibs. He had a simple chest mark, uncontested 35 out.
And there was no one inside 50 for Mount Gravatt. And
It was the only one.
that was that was a brilliant kick back in board. Just dropped the chest mark in the end.
He did. And maintained possession though, Gordon. He's going to kick inside 50. Where's Blood? Up there. Cats have got numbers. They can take it and they'll bring it out of defence. So, well, they've got to go to a 1-on-2. And the one's going to win out on this occasion. That was Harrington. His kick goes back in the corridor, but he finds Angus.
He's been okay. His first senior game, pretty sure this afternoon. Unfortunately, that kick back in forward, that was from Kalen. Got intercepted at half back. Broadbeach now. That transition run has been prominent all afternoon, other than the few patches in that third quarter. Mount Gravatt, they're trying. Chance for an intercept. Couldn't cut that one off, unfortunately. They've got the extra numbers here. They've probably got a 3-on-1. Broadbeach cuts back in forward, kicks down the line. Again, Reeves forces his man under the footy. That kick inside 50 is brilliant. Finds a target, kicks back in forward. Numbers racking up. Choose whichever one you like. Mount Gravatt, though, cut that one off.
They do, through Gordon. His kick comes out of defence. High flies at the back was Bishop. Hurst, you heard it was good. They can go forward now. This time through Ibs. See what he can do with this one. Ibs' kick is okay. Finds Angus. Angus goes out wide. That's all right. Spots up a teammate there in Dwyer. Griff Dwyer. Dwyer, kick is a beauty. Oh, well, his teammate has just dropped the pud, Finlay, and he's got to go back and put the tackle on Finlay. Griff picks it up again, this time delivers in towards the forward pocket, no mark taken. Blood picks it up, feeds a handball, goal coming up certainly, and it is through Xavier Smith.
That's goal number 2. He's been very, very good this afternoon for Mount Gravatt, especially since half-time. Geez, not quite sure. That number 22, I was just looking down the list going, don't have a number 22 on my sheet.
We do. Griff Dwyer, a debutant.
Again, doesn't have the number. That's okay.
No, he's emergency late in. So.
Fix that one up. Nothing better than a few late changes. Later part of
they've
this
been
game.
decimated at both these sides. This rain drizzle just getting a little bit heavier. Sure, the girls will be rapt about that, but come on next.
Geez, we're cramping up here in the commentary box. You got the cameraman balancing on one leg, having a bit of a stretch. It's been a long afternoon.
He's more worried about getting the gear back downstairs.
You're right.
This afternoon, Gordon on the left boot, brings it out of defence, mark taken. They can go forward again. This time the kick goes in towards forward. That was by Green, Jared Green. Kick not finding its target. Intercepted there by the Cats. They can bring it out of defence again. That was okay. They got it out to Hamlin. One of their WA boys. The kick goes out wide. Okay, getting very dark out here all of a sudden. O'Neill takes the mark. Now winds up O'Neill gets it almost towards half forward. Ball spills off hands. Here's a kick towards Hitchcock, in towards full forward. It's just got to sit for him. It does now, and he puts the afterburners on. Hitchcock runs around and kicks the goal.
Hitchcock, great effort there. Didn't see him sneak back on the ground. That's goal number 3 for Hitchcock. Unfortunately, as Brent gets over to his teammate and says, "Well done, you tried." Tried to lay that tackle. Hitchcock just
He's got wheels. I was going to say he's just had a good set of wheels on him.
So a very solid afternoon has Hitchcock, as majority of his teammates have. Be very interesting to see your selections at the end of this game.
That was O'Dwyer, Griff O'Dwyer, the 22.
David Hampton. Keep an eye out for your 3-2-1. Again, towards the back end of this game, ladies and gents. 27-14, 176.
Well, in fairness to queuing up Broadbeach, you could probably put you could give 14 players a vote, you'd think, this afternoon for them.
We need a 3-2-1 from you, David, so I'll leave that with you as Chadwick. Been a little bit quiet in his first game, one of his first games back. Kicks the ball up the line, that's okay, ends up with Hull. Hull chips the ball short, finds Ericsson. And Ericsson is definitely within range from here. This would be almost perfect reward for his effort this afternoon, Ericsson. He's been all over the ground, arguably the best player on the ground this afternoon, in my eyes.
He's got the journey in him?
I reckon he does. A little bit of rain still falling here. Ericsson now decides to play on. That kick coming back, is it enough? On the line, play on, says the umpire.
Yep. In the end, he had to almost walk it over.
Ericsson just short on that occasion. He's probably too tired from all the times he's had the footy this afternoon. The play continues.
Call boy. His kick was okay. Was it? No.
Yes,
it was. Or
Dane
wasn't. Back into the corridor. Then it was taken by Hamlin. Hamlin delivers inside 50. This player's been very good this afternoon.
Gray.
Finlay Gray. He may well feature in the votes this afternoon.
Well, we've both got our eyes on... We can only pick 3 players, unfortunately. Finlay Gray. Sign up for goal number 4. Right foot kick to the line.
No problem.
Too good. Goal number 4. Bit quiet towards the back end of this game this afternoon. 22 minutes played, final quarter, 7-6-48 the home side, trailing Broadbeach, 28-15, 183. Try and work that one out on the calculator, the margin on that one. I'll leave that with you, Dave.
Yeah.
I wasn't that good at maths back in the day.
It's one of my favourite subjects, but even that one's got me.
Was it 100 and... Oh, we'll get back to it. Margin doesn't matter at this point, ladies and gents.
It's large. We'll just...
It's large. Let's
stick
say
with
that.
I'd love to finish with a couple more. They've had a great afternoon, Broadbeach. There'll be a nice drive home from them this evening.
Well, that trip back down the highway is a lot better after a win than a loss. That's for sure.
There's back in the middle we go again. Finlay got the tap out. Now they're appealing. Umpire having none of it. 23 gone here in the final term. We'll bring you some round the ground score shortly. Finlay kicks it forward. Now it must have been touched off the boot. No mark was paid. The umpire will come in and ball it up. Some of those games tightening up as well, Kane, are they?
Are they what? Palm Beach are in front of Aspley by 1 point. 90-89. Labrador still winning against Service Paradise, 98-51. Woodson Grange looks like they're home. 125 to 51. Redland well on top, 150 to 52. Morningside and Sherwood. Morningside well and truly home, 131 to 48. But that first game, ladies and gents, Palm Beach and Aspley. If Palm Beach can knock off the undefeated Aspley, the two-time reigning premier, that'll be a massive result.
It would be huge. Hopefully we'll bring in that before the conclusion. Ball at half back. Can go forward if Gravatt, only be temporarily to come back in towards the corridor. Ericsson got it again. It can take time off the clock. Goes out wide for Hull. Hull takes the mark. It's been good this afternoon. They've had so many wonderful players at Bishop. If you want to use him now, Reeves. Reeves takes the mark. Is he in range? He had a player running, Hitchcock. Chose not to go with him, so Reeves might go back and take the shot. He can line up for goal number 8. Reeves going to kick from 47 metres. Does it come back enough? No, it doesn't.
That was for goal number 8 as well.
It was. not often you play 7 votes, and you may not 7 goals, and we may not even beat you in the votes. So I think it will get one.
He might sneak in, I think, Reeves. As play continues, Blood. What's he doing down there at centre half back? Unfortunately, the bounce on the ground. It's wet weather footy, guys. Don't try and bounce the ball like it's dry weather. Blood ends up with it. Bit fumbly. The weather's still sticking around. They've got 3-on-1 here behind the footy, Broadbeach. They went out on that occasion. Good pressure laid there. Xavier Smith. Bit of push and shove with his direct opponent as well. Keep an eye on that. Now Gravatt. Ericsson again. To Harrington. Here's a chance for Broadbeach. 1-on-1 inside 50 on the lead. Gets across there somehow. Was the Vultures defender on that occasion. Good pressure laid. Ball dribbles out somehow. Ball's going backwards. Can they get one last goal? Broadbeach kicks inside 50. That bounced off the backman's head for Mount Gravatt. Play on, says the umpire. They almost come together, teammates for the Vultures. Broadbeach have got the extra number here. Ducks the head.
Well done.
Play on, says the umpire.
Wonderful. Holding
He's
the ball.
going to say on the ball, and does. He did.
Well, they haven't given up.
He tried to do the raise the arm trick, didn't he?
Yeah.
Get the umpire to fall. He wasn't going to fall for that one. Played on the ball. Being a bit cool and wet towards the back end of this game, ladies and gents.
Brent, the skipper, delivers to half back. Reeves cuts it off, feeds off the handball now. Reeves to Wood. Wood can't get it. Look out! It's gone, holding the ball.
That's great. That's Gray again.
And snuck up on him.
Geez, I'm actually now I'm all of a sudden tossing up, Dave. Geez, Gray's done extremely well this afternoon.
He's had a very good afternoon. He's lining up for goal number 5.
Gray comes in. Definitely the last nail. And unfortunately, he's pushed it to the right. He might have just lost the one vote from me.
I was going to say,
all of a sudden, he's come into the equation. I've had a quick look and went, oh,
they've had so many players though that'd be.
Oh, I think I've got my 3 worked out. I'm just a little bit rough on the last one, I think, but we'll work that out at the end of the game, ladies and gents. Play continues. Ball gets to the front. Here's a chance for Hitchcock. Finds a teammate. Launched it on goal. Again, a little bit wayward.
Hamlin.
Another minor score. 28-17. Well on top of the home side, 7-6-48. The home side's been much improved. This second half has been a lot better from the home side, and that's what we were playing for at half time. Much improved effort. Clare resorts back to the top. Doesn't find a teammate. Only finds Hull. Hull gets called to play on. Chips the ball back in forward. Brent cuts it off though.
You know what? As this game does start to wind down, something that I think they may have had another player not come out after half time, who I haven't called, who probably would have been my best on ground at half time, Philippone.
You know what? You're actually right there.
I haven't not called him for over a quarter and a bit.
I haven't seen a lot of Philippone in the second half, to be fair.
I'm not sure he's been there at all as the siren sounds. And it is a very convincing win in the end to Broadbeach, 28-18, 186. 28-18, 186. Mount Gravatt 7-6-48. So, resounding win. But much better second half. 6 goals in the second half to 10 goals. A much better performance from Mount Gravatt in that second half. But they still run out. 134-point winners. And looking at Palm Beach, well, they don't know how deep that is. 8 points, the margin in favour of Palm Beach. So if they come back into it in the second half.
We're just going to go through some goal kickers just quickly. We've got Fletcher Clare ended up with singles to Clare, Gordon, Blood, Finlay. A double for Smith. I thought he was really good after, especially in that third quarter for the home side. And Callboy's got the other one for Mount Gravatt. On the other side of the coin, Hitchcock had 3. Philippone ended up with a couple. Thomas Reeves ended up with a solid 7 goals, 1. Great effort by him. McKenzie had 3. Wood had a single. Murray, single to Murray as well. Hull ended up with 2. Butler 2. Hill got 1. O'Neill got 1. Gray got 4. And O'Brien got the last goal for Broadbeach. Well, what do you say, David? Who do you think falls into your 3-2-1 this afternoon?
Well, I've got a few players in here. It's just the order we're going to go with.
Okay.
I really like Finley Gray's game this afternoon. The 3 votes. What's that? My three votes, however, go to on-baller in Hitchcock. I thought he was wonderful this afternoon. I've given him my 3 votes this afternoon. Reeves, I've given a couple. And also Ericsson for my 1 vote this afternoon.
Well, we pretty much got fairly similar. In the end, I've given Ericsson my 3. I thought he was brilliant this afternoon.
Yep.
The Grogan medal winner, I believe it was 2018, he won the Grogan. Reeves, I've had to put him in with my 2 votes. 7 goals this afternoon was huge. Oh, and you know what? It's a coin flip. And I think I'm going to give my 1 vote to Hitchcock, especially in that second half. I thought he was huge in the middle of the ground for Broadbeach as well.
And as we said, no Philippone.
No Philippone?
In that second half, and also the big ruckman there as well, being rested for that.
Yeah, Shane Dawson with that ankle injury.
Those two would have been in the votes if they were done at half time. So,
yeah, right. Well, Hurst was brilliant for Mount Gravatt, I thought.
Yeah, never stopped trying.
Especially in the third quarter. Clare was good.
Yep.
Hardest was good in that third quarter as well.
Smith with a couple of goals.
Smith with a couple of goals was brilliant.
Backside off. And
also, give a quick shout out to the captain. I thought Issa Brown the last line. He might not be in the votes, but I thought he was massively good for Mount Gravatt.
Well, he had his hands full down back
on the last line of defence. He had a pretty solid afternoon. Well, ladies and gents, that's all we've got time for round 9 QAFL action from Southside Toyota Oval. Thank you, David, for your contribution this afternoon.
What a game we've got next week too.
Oh, well, we've got Aspley and Morningside.
Yep.
So, very interesting.
And it looks like it could be Aspley on the rebound.
Very interesting match coming up next week. But from Southside Toyota Oval, my name's Kane Browning. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend wherever you are. Have a good evening.